All right! Hello, everybody! Hello, Doris. Hello, Olga. Hello, Roxas. Hello, Apparition. Welcome back to Slay the Princess. Oh, we're almost there. We're almost there. Just 3 more to see. And a couple of endings, actually. Oh my god. And Doris has made a handy-dandy, amazing guide for us to follow. Actually, 2 guides. To get the defiant ending and also the argument winning and the final 2 princesses. And in the interest of time, what we will do first is the defiant ending. So basically, the key to this is just do every single... You have to leave, but never in chapter 1. You only leave in chapter 2. Like, you turn around and leave. I forgot what the... There we go.
Good.
All right, let's see.
Fine. Okay, so you bring the blade down to strike at the princess's heart.
We could have gotten out of here together. Were you just lying to me this whole time?
All right, we've seen this one. Let's see. Oh, it's the witch. Yep, okay. And now we leave.
Oh, you're the boss. Seriously? You're just going to turn around and leave? Do you even know where you're going?
Opportunist. Let's see. Yes, I definitely know where I'm going.
Somehow I doubt that, but fine. I suppose you just quietly continue down the path away from the cabin.
Hello, Time Skipper. Welcome to the stream.
That's strange. It looks like this path also leads to the cabin. How convenient. Everything's back on track again. Maybe the world can still be saved after all.
Turn around and leave again.
Really keen on wasting everyone's time, aren't you? It's remarkably selfish, if you ask me. I've already outlined the stakes of the situation. If you don't do your job, everyone dies. Like, dies. Forever. But fine, you turn around and trek back down the path you came.
Wait, something isn't right. Can you still hear me? You're supposed to wind up back at the cabin again. But everything is getting...
Oh, okay. Oh, so we go right to Handy.
Where are we? I like it. Seems like it's got great acoustics.
Hello, Syntax. Welcome to the stream. The world around you is unwound, its physical matter replaced by a textured nothingness. It is quiet. There is a distant rumbling, a sound of many sounds, undulations pulse louder, something other else comes close. Hello, Nautagos. Welcome to the stream. Feelers probe across the fabric of reality. Extremities found your consciousness and wrap themselves around it. You are no longer alone. Resistance. Fingers drag claws around the glass surface of your soul. Frustration. This vessel is full of you. This vessel is full of you. I need something empty I can crawl inside of. I need something shaped like me. Hello, Penny. Welcome to the stream. This is a nightmare. Wake up. It's not. Ow. Return to your destined path or face the consequences. We are going to face those consequences. Let's go. All right. Yeah, we have to. Yeah, it's only chapter 2s. Okay. So take the blade.
Don't let...
Oh, are you now?
Alright.
Yes. What's done is done. I do. The blade. Thank you. I made this.
Alright, here we go. And let's leave.
Do you think there's something else out there? Alright. Let's see what we can find. It's bound to be more interesting than doing the same thing over again. Seriously? You're just going to turn... Somehow I doubt that. You're really keen on wasting everyone's time, aren't you?
Alright. Handy. Sorry, we got nothing. She is furious. Betrayal. Every door you close on me is a door you close on yourself. Do you want to linger here, entwined with a creature you taught to hate you forever? Eternity never ends. Cold spite. Our infinity shrink into something less. Oh god, she's becoming Am. Ooh, wow. I hate you, I hate you, I hate you. Ooh, wow.
You're on a path. You're here.
Wow, Handy. This is the way to make Handy hate you. My god.
It's over.
Alright. Let's leave.
And oh, seriously? Somehow I doubt. You're really keen on wasting everyone's time, aren't you? It's remarkably selfish, if you ask me. I've already outlined the stakes of the situation. If you don't do your job, everyone dies. Like, dies. Forever.
Wow. Yeah, the princess hates you more for leaving her alone than killing. Yeah. Very interesting. Okay, you have been here before. Memory returns. This distant rumbling sound of undulations. Hey, Handy. Desperate pleas. Oh! Now you're begging, eh? I do not hate you. I am sorry I said I hate you. I do not have to hate you. We can still leave this place together. An offering. We can be friends. Ecstasy. You were elated. You never felt more elated than you feel now. Everything is good. You cannot remember what it's like to feel anything other than euphoric joy. A reminder. We can be worse than enemies. Ooh. Oh, damn. She's toying with us. Wow. This is cool, seeing a different side of Handy. Hello, CW Glazer. Welcome to the stream. Agony. You are torn into a million pieces, and you feel pain in each of them. You've never felt more miserable than you feel now. You cannot remember what it is like to feel anything other than anguish. Mercy. You're elated again. You never felt more elated than you feel now. In contrast to the agony you've suffered, this elation is better than all the other elation you have experienced. Round eyes looking up at you. I need vessels so that I can be finished. I cannot find them on my own, for they are me. You are the only one who can do this. You are our only salvation. Bargaining. Oh, it's the... Oh! I see. It's the phases of death. It's the,
woods.
Yeah.
And at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Oh, interesting. Oh, almost, Alright.
Are you fine?
Slip. She has to be. You rush up.
Okay.
You're. And then you hear the quiet teeth and.
Okay, now it's the beast one. There we go.
Are you serious? As the princess rends flesh from bone, your limp fingers can no longer hold the blade. It slips from your hand, your one last means of defense lying useless beside you, in a pool of your cooling blood. I suppose you just lacked the will to fight back.
This is the end.
I'm afraid it is. Everything goes.
No, now we're leaving.
Yes, we're safe for taking flight. Seriously? You're. Somehow I doubt. You're really keen on wasting everyone's time, aren't you? But fine. You turn around and trek back down the path.
Wait, something isn't right. Can you still hear me? You're supposed to. What's going on? Where are we? A dark place. Thoughts like us shouldn't be here.
All right. Dejection. Feelers limp against your soul. Why? Long silence. A hollow heart. I don't want to see you. Depression. All right, one more.
You're on a path in the woods. Her voice.
Oh, are you now?
The blade tumbles out of your trembling hands and drops.
All right, now the fight. Let's see. The adversary.
We can't just leave. We're supposed to fight her. Where are you going? Seriously? You're just going to turn around and leave? Do you even know where you're going? Somehow I doubt that, but I suppose you just quietly continue down the path away from the cat. Strange.
Leave again.
Really keen on
We're
wasting
really
everyone's
leaving.
time, aren't you? But fine. You turn around and trek back down the path you came.
All right.
Something
I
isn't
wonder
right.
what Stubborn is going to say
Can
about
you still
this.
hear me? What's going on? Where are we?
Is he going to say anything?
I told you we shouldn't have come here. I told you. But did you listen?
All right, last one. The feelers hold you in a gentle caress. Resignation. I cannot stop you, but our spool is nearly taut. A warning. If you come here again, we will be here forever. Acceptance. Oh, we have to do it one more
On
time?
a path. You're
Okay.
here.
Oh, okay. Okay, one more for reals. All right.
You make your warning. Her
Oh, are you now? Why don't you come down and...
I don't know what you're hoping to accomplish here, but I can assure.
Give up. Yeah, that'll lead to the tower. Okay, there we go. All right, now let's go. I know. I feel so bad for her.
You're right. We should just leave. There's nothing we can do to stop her, so we might as well enjoy what little time we have left.
Seriously? You're just going to turn around and leave? Somehow I doubt that, but I
All
suppose
right.
you just quietly continue. That's strange. It looks like this path.
Turn around and leave again.
Really keen on wasting everyone's time, aren't you? It's but fine. You turn around and trek back down the path you came.
Wait, something isn't right. Can you
All
still
right,
hear me?
last one.
What's going on? Where are we? We're dead. obviously.
Alright, so this should be the last one. Oblivion. The many feelers pull your shape into something formless. You have... Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh, I feel so bad! Oh! You have made a decision. It is the wrong one. I love you. Oh, you are bliss, joy and understanding everywhere at once. Your soul threatens to fade away. Oh my god! I love you. You are agony, a numbing arm, a parched throat, an open wound, your soul forced back into existence. I love you. You are bliss, joy and understanding everywhere at once. Your soul threatens to fade away. Oh my god! I love you. Agony, a numbing arm, parched throat, open wound. I love you. 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 I assume it just repeats. Consciousness fades away. Just as you were once nothing, so have you become nothing once again. Hello, Emperor. Welcome to the stream. Oh my god. Wowzers. Oh my god, I'm actually crying again. This game, man. Oh my god. Oh man. I'm surprised that they didn't voice act this ending. Hello, Red Max. The Princess Oblivion. Ooh. I love this game so much, Emperor Crimson. Wow. She has no voice. Oh. Alright. Alright, so the next thing on our list, that was heartbreaking if you know what's going on. Oh my god, you guys. Is to do the epic anime battle, Slay the Princess. Oh god, that's right. We have to load up, oh my god. Oh, that is so sweet, Time Skipper. The long quiet is when they have a human face, yeah. Yeah, when Long Quiet has the human face on, they are rather nice looking, I think. All right, so now for this one, we have to be guided to it. Okay, prisoner or go to prisoner or damsel. and get the red ending. I think I'll go to prisoner and see if I can try to kill her.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within.
I did that, Emperor Crimson. I have a bunch of old streams logged on my YouTube. I did that one. Hello, howdy, welcome to the stream. I did that one, Emperor Crimson. I've streamed a lot of different endings, and I saw that one. That was last stream, by the way. It was really cool. We saw that one with that special ending with apotheosis. All right, let's go to do the prisoner.
We're not gonna go. Ignore.
All right. The prisoner is bring knife, but don't try to kill.
The cabin is a blade. You take the blade. The door to the basement creaks open. Her voice.
Who's that?
She sounds. Don't let it.
Oh, it's been so long since anyone's come down here. I would start.
You walk
Oh,
down
we did the
stairs,
defiant
and
ending.
lock eyes
Howdy.
with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
She's so coldly beautiful.
Oh, that's
she really
fine,
a threat
Emperor.
to the world. Focus on the task.
All right, so basically we just.
Are you here to kill me or something? Then why did you bring?
She makes a don't you dare. It's fine. The
Thank you.
against your will be free. Don't know what.
So here we are. What an awkward start to a relationship. Oh,
You know. Oh, you have. You walk up. They're large and heavy.
I'm guessing you don't.
Doubtful.
I'll be here.
You
All
attempt
right,
someone-
so you know,
You try the door. Your shout. I'll repeat. You make your easier for everyone.
I heard the door slam. The knife.
You won't.
all right, so save the princess, and then at the very last one is oh yeah, no, we have to save her all the way with bring knife. Yeah, okay.
Against you cut into her. She didn't so. How is she so composed?
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
No, we won't have it. As the prince. Wait, watch me.
Oh, interesting. Because we did this already on this run. Oh, I see.
Stop that.
I thought this was a little too easy.
Your body lunges. Stop it. The blade. Move.
You're doing your best to help me, aren't you?
I
can
love
see the
this.
conflict in
I
your
love
eyes.
this so much. Oh my god, I love it so much.
I'll make this quick.
She steps forward and pries the blade from your rigid hands.
Maybe I'll see you in another life.
And then she slits your throat. Her face remains unchanged as she watches you collapse to the ground. This is the end. I'm afraid it is.
All right,
Everything
now
goes
time
dark.
for prisoner.
Your honor, you're here.
Okay, we haven't been here since the very first stream. Damn. Okay, yeah, proceed to the cabin.
Oh, she will lie.
Yes, yeah.
Did you just? No, I did. Just ignore this crap.
Oh my god, I remember that joke with the did you just say wink. Oh my god.
The interior of the only furniture. The
Alright, yeah, we gotta take the blade.
you good idea. The door to the basement creaks open, revealing an old her voice, harsh but
Is that a visitor I hear? Please, come downstairs. It's been a while since I've had company.
I wonder what visitors she could be referring to. Were we not the first? You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. She looks up at you, the heavy collar around her neck clanking loudly as she moves. The chains binding both her wrists to the far wall, joining the metallic chorus as she adjusts her hand. Should we be worried about the... Why would you be worried about her restraints? If anything, they'll make your job easier.
We saw the prisoner in the very first stream, and we got a really cool ending with the prisoner too.
Have you noticed the empty chain on the wall? Odd that in a place where everything seems to serve a distinct purpose, there would be something so obviously useless.
What an interesting development. Why don't you have a seat? The two of us should chat before.
All right, slay the princess.
Without a moment of hesitation,
I love. Can I say I love the
princess,
prisoner
your
so
blade
much?
primed to deliver a
I think
lethal
she's
strike.
super cool. All right, let's see how she's. I've never seen what she's like when we try to kill her, though.
I am not a damsel to be helplessly murdered.
Yep, she is not the damsel.
As you move to strike the princess, she stands, her chains clinking as she wraps them around her fists. In an instant,
Oh,
both of you
wow!
dropping to the ground as she pulls them taut,
She's
bracing
badass.
her body against yours as you struggle uselessly.
Drop it, or you die.
Yeah, I can see that too. Time skipper. The prisoner seems like the most canon princess, even though that doesn't make any sense. I could totally, yeah, I feel that way too.
I thought this was going to be a safe move, but she's going to kill us. Just listen to her. Do what she says.
I know that, Emperor Crimson. I know that. But this is the one that feels the most. I don't know, the one that feels right. I guess. I don't know. It's a weird thing to say.
How many times did I warn you she's not to be trusted? But while strangulation can be very distracting, she's not armed, and you have your pristine blade. End her before she ends you.
Oh my god, that's a funny line. Well, strangulation could be very distracting. Like, yeah, I guess we have to slay her.
You steel your will and refuse to give in to the princess's demands, ignoring the stars dancing in your eyes and the screaming of your starved lungs. You strike. You fumble your first few attempts, only making surface-level scratches and gouges as your arm flails forward, barely able to obey you. But a single focused blow was all it took.
Oh, we got her.
Your blade pierces up through her ribs, slicing through flesh, striking her heart. The chains loosen.
Oh wow.
The darkness creeping in at the edges of your vision subsides.
None of this was ever very fair, was it?
Yeah,
But
I
did
love.
kill you last time. I should have expected you might want some petty revenge.
Oh. Yeah, I think I love the route of start to witch to thorn. I think that's a beautiful route. I love that one.
Unfortunately for you, that means you've dug your own grave. You can forget about me ever helping you again.
Oh no.
Even if it damns us both.
I'm sorry I had to do it to get to the third chapter.
And just like that, the princess is slain and the world is saved. Whenever you're ready, you can proceed to your reward. I don't like this. It was too easy.
Yep, with skeptic here.
It was not too easy. We almost died. That's right. This was an incredibly difficult task, and you performed it admirably.
Let's just get out of here. I don't like looking at her body. Plus, he said there'd be a reward. I'd appreciate a reward right about now.
Yes, your eternal reward.
You have the attention span of a fly. How are we supposed to unravel the mysteries of this place if you're so easily distracted by empty promises?
Yeah, skeptic is one of my favorites. I love how skeptic is trying to figure out what's going on.
It's better to have a short attention span in a situation like this. There's no use dwelling on the past, especially when it's already set in stone. And especially when your promised reward is not, in fact, empty and is worth all the adversity you've been through to get here. Fine. But if we're leaving, then we're taking the blade. I feel exposed without it. With your work done, you remove the blade from the princess's corpse and make your way back upstairs, closing the door to the basement behind you. You can think of it as sealing yourself off from an unpleasant chapter of your life. It's all uphill from here. The windows. Do you see that? We used to be able to see the outside world from up here, but now it's just empty. The door. Check the door.
Oh boy, open the door and accept what is our eternal
Open the
reward.
cabin door,
Oh,
ready to
wait,
return to
what?
a world saved from certain doom. Only a world saved from certain doom isn't what you find. Instead, what you find is nothing at all.
Wait,
Where a lush forest stood mere minutes ago, the only thing in front of you now is the vast emptiness of some place far away.
I thought we were supposed to get to a chapter 3 this way.
You don't have to act surprised. We could see this vast emptiness through the windows.
But if everything's gone, does that mean we're not gonna get our reward? This is your reward.
Oh
I'll
my
guarantee
god!
this if you'll have it. And I suggest that you have it.
God damn it, narrator. Seriously. This is where you really fucked up. Why would you think that Long Quiet would just want to be trapped in an endless void forever?
Okay.
Seriously.
This is what's best for everyone. Trust me.
Like hell it is.
Hell yeah, skeptic. That's bullshit. Let us out of here.
What's done is done. And there's no going back now. Time passes. You can't be sure if it's days or months or years or even decades. It's all a wonderful, boring blur. You've never been happier. Decades? No, it can't be decades. We can't go along with this. We can't let him win.
What do you suggest then?
We still have a blade. Let's use it on ourselves and start over.
I suppose, yeah, if that's what Long Quiet is, then it stands to reason that Long Quiet would... There's a good chance Long Quiet would want that. But then the voices definitely don't. He said you can't account for free will. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, then the voices definitely don't want it.
He's suggesting you kill yourself. You shouldn't kill yourself when you have an eternity of bliss right in front of you.
Slay yourself.
You goddamn spiteful bastard. Are you really going to turn down immortality itself just to make me lose?
Why should it matter if we die at this point? Haven't you already gotten what you want?
I don't have to answer that.
Ooh.
That's all we needed to hear.
You raise the blade, then drive
Alright.
it into your heart.
Now let's see this chapter 3. One of the 3 chapter 3s I have not seen yet.
You collapse to the floor, everything goes dark, and you die. You're a genocidal maniac, you know that, right?
Yeah, we'll see about that.
The Gray. This is one of the 3 I have not seen before.
You're on a path in the woods.
See, that wasn't so bad. And now we've got another chance to get to the bottom of things. Bit by bit, we're starting to unravel this place.
There are so many more threads to pull once you stop feeling.
Oh, cold is here too.
That's a little dark, buddy. You feeling okay?
I'm feeling nothing, and I like that just fine.
So you've been here before. Of course you've been here before. What count is it this time? 2?
It's our 3rd. What gave it away?
Your open discussions. You came around on that awful fast. Have you just been pretending to forget every time?
Nope, it's just a different one each
I'm
time.
afraid not. Whatever other versions of me you've met in those other lifetimes were just that. Other versions of me. I just wish I'd been the first. So you knew how all this worked. Why didn't you ever tell us? We could have used it to our advantage. That's because there is no using it to your advantage. The more information you have, the harder it will be for you to succeed.
It's not like it was that difficult to slay her last time. She may have put up a fight, but her flesh is still softer than our blade. And now she's dead, and I doubt she'll be able to do much of anything from the grave.
You already slew her? and you survived.
Yes.
Then why, pray tell, are you here? Oh, I know that one. We killed ourselves. Why?
Because you thought trying to stuff us away in a corner for eternity was a suitable reward.
So Cold remembers that even though he wasn't there.
Was it not? What better reward is there than eternal bliss? You should have been happy.
We were bored.
There were still answers that we needed to find. It was actually working. And you killed yourself. I can't believe it. You ruined everything. How does us dying ruin everything? What aren't you telling us? The world doesn't stay saved if you die. And if the world isn't saved, then that means she is dead.
It's raining. It wasn't raining the last time. Or the time before that. The whole path is different.
Yes, things are different, aren't they? If this isn't the same path in the woods you're used to, that means that her influence is already spreading and you're running out of time. Her influence? What's that supposed to mean? It means exactly what I said. Don't overthink it, or you run the risk of making your task so much more difficult than it has to be. And what is that supposed to mean?
Hello, Alanox. Welcome to the stream. On Twitch.
Forget I said anything. I've probably already made things worse, and I need to stop talking about this now before I definitely make things worse.
I saw that. I hope she has poise this time.
Come on, tell us your secrets. Haven't we been through enough? Don't we deserve to know?
No.
Oh.
Is there a reason it would be raining?
If there is, it doesn't matter. If a bit of rain is the best her influence can conjure, then we have nothing to worry about. A drenched corpse is still a corpse.
There's more than one gray, really? Interesting. Huh. Well, we'll try to get the other one too. What happens if we don't go to the cabin?
She'll find a way out eventually and the world will still end. The only way this resolves is if you find her and slay her before that happens.
Really? How do you get to the other one? I'm just... Oh, same process but with damsel. I see. Okay. Alright, I guess we can do that when we get damsel. To see the other gray. Wow, so there's actually 4 princesses I haven't seen then. Wow. Including this one.
We already know he wants us to slay her. Anything he says is tainted by his motivations.
Turn around and leave, go to the cabin. I'm fine with either. So long as we don't just do the same thing again. That would be boring.
Yeah, not in this run, obviously. Whatever happens next seems like all our answers are in the cabin.
I'm sure you've already heard my words of warning in one of your past lives. You've already managed to slay her once, just... don't muck it up this time, alright?
Hello, Sketch. Welcome to the stream.
What we do is entirely up to us.
And we have all those mysteries to unravel. Isn't that right?
You aren't here to solve a mystery. You're here to save the world. That's what you say. But how can we be sure?
We can't be sure of anything except what's right in front of us.
Okay, but we should care about the fate of the world.
Why?
Because we should. I don't know. It's important.
So I know I need to get a victory, quote unquote, in this ending.
Is it?
Yes. I think. For all we know, the world you're talking about isn't even real.
So we can get that ending where we win the anime battle.
Of course it's real. Where do you think you are? Somewhere else? Maybe we are. This is horribly unproductive. The cabin and your extremely important destiny await. As soon as you enter the cabin, you're struck by an overwhelming scent of decay, of mold and death and stagnant water.
Oh,
The
there
once
she is.
stately wooden building is bloated, its beams dripping with a black ooze of putrefaction, all but the exterior stone walls warped beyond recognition. It must have been beautiful once, but in its ruin, it is beyond repulsive.
Yeah, Apotheosis is the anime battle, but I mean the true ending anime battle is what I mean. Not true end, even, you know what I mean, like final ending, I should say.
But you're not alone. You can feel something watching you. There is a figure faintly outlined against the rotting wood of the wall. Is that her? It's like she isn't even there. See? We killed her. You're right. Maybe she doesn't reset like us. She certainly doesn't look the same as she did last time. Before you can make a move, the figure is gone, vanishing behind the door on the far side of the room. The door at the end of the room, but there isn't a door. There's a mirror, that's it. A mirror? Is this some kind of joke? Did you all plan this out before dying? There is no mirror. There's the door to the basement, the table, and the pristine blade. Huh. That's strange. There's supposed to be a pristine blade. Why isn't there a pristine blade? Maybe it's gone because we've already killed her with it.
Wait, are you sure, Roxas? Because Doors told me that I can... Wait. That this does not lock me out of it.
But we had it with us when we died. And besides, everything else has reset. Why wouldn't the blade have reset too? Maybe it's because we've already explored that avenue. We've seen what happens when we slay her. Maybe this place has decided we don't need to try that again. I suppose it doesn't matter why the blade is gone, but you're going to have to find it if you're going to do this right. So why don't you march over to that door and make your way down to the basement?
Let's see what this looks like.
You make your way to the door at the end of the room, stopping just in front of it. You must think you're looking at that mirror you mentioned earlier, the one that doesn't exist. Just reach forward and open the door. It's so hazy. We should try and clean it off. You reach forward and place your hand on the door to the basement. The handle is just a little to your right, and a little down.
I do want to explore my options here. And, like, even with Prisoner, like, I really want to see what the other choices for Prisoner were as well.
Yeah, we can see it now.
Like, Prisoner seems to be one of the bigger, I think the creators assumed that Prisoner would be one a lot of people get. So I think they made Prisoner one of the bigger chapter 2s. At least that's what it feels like.
So much for our reflection. We didn't need to see ourselves anyway. I'm much more interested in seeing other things. No way left to go but down.
Alright, so it...
The door to the basement
there
groans
she is.
open. The air is foul and wet, so thick that you can almost feel it settle onto your skin in layers of grime. The stairs are coated with slimy algae, the wood rotted through in places, reeking of fetid vegetation. A
wispy figure watches you from the bottom of the stairs, face veiled in shadows, legs submerged up to her shins in dark waters. There she is again. Barely. She's just an old memory. Your eyes
She
lock
looks...
for a brief
she's
moment,
mourning.
then she vanishes around the corner.
I'm sorry about last time. Are we good?
You receive no response. Do you think she's upset with us? Don't like being here unarmed after what happened last time. I feel so exposed. She doesn't seem fully there. I'm not sure she's even capable of being upset.
Hello, Sergen. Welcome to the stream on Twitch.
You aren't helping. Are you scared of a little ghost? What's she going to do? Look at us until we feel bad? She can look all she wants. It won't do anything.
Alright, let's see her.
As you descend the final step,
she's all
the form
gooping.
of the princess comes into view. A bloated body floating face down in slowly
Oh,
rising
no.
waters. Her wrist still bound to the wall by a heavy chain. This cell is a dark and isolated place, with not so much as a window to allow starlight to penetrate the gloom.
She's a ghost again.
See? She's dead.
She's not just dead. It looks like she's been rotting. So killing her does stick. Mostly. But if she's dead, then what are we supposed to do?
She isn't dead. You clearly just believe she is.
But doesn't that wouldn't that make her dead?
Her corpse is floating right in front of us. You can stop it with the mind games.
If she's dead, then do we even have to do anything? How can she be a threat to the world like this? Thoughts are cut short by the sound of a slamming door and a clicking lock.
She gonna be another zombie version here?
You turn to see the shade of the princess staring down at you from the top of the stairs. So that's where the blade is. It's already in her heart. And yet she isn't dead. She is dead. Have you never heard of a ghost before?
Oh, for the love of... Can we not waste time arguing over the semantics of what is and isn't dead? She is clearly conscious. She clearly just slammed the door on you, and she clearly has a weapon. Your pristine blade sticking out of her chest. This is extremely bad. Catastrophic, even.
Yeah, dead or not, what are we supposed to do about her? Slaying or destroying, if we want to be a little more death neutral, seems off the table.
Yeah, seriously, the narrator did not have to say that. And, yeah, there's a lot of ghost versions of the princess.
Yeah, this is tricky. But let's talk to her. See what kind of information she has that we don't.
But she hasn't said anything. Are you sure she can talk like this?
Bold of you to come back here after what you did.
Why did you close the door?
But she doesn't answer your question.
Oh, she's gonna
All
drown
she
us.
does is watch you in shadowed silence. Do you hear that trickling sound? The water's rising, isn't it?
It is, and it's rising fast.
Oh, that's interesting. We've never drowned before. I wonder how it'll feel.
Bad, I bet. I don't think dying ever feels good.
Yes, how astute. Dying is bad and you should avoid it. How about you stop trying to talk to her and do something instead?
Alright, I only killed you after you killed me first. We're even now. We don't need to do this again.
Pathetic.
Oh,
The water is rising faster now. It's flowing in from some unseen place, and judging by the height of the algae on the stairs, it has no intention of stopping anytime soon. You feel it creeping up your back, so cold that it steals the very warmth from your flesh, leaving a smothering numbness in its place. Are you really just going to stand there and let yourself die?
Yeah, let's think. Where is it coming from?
It's coming from some unseen place. Does it really matter where it's coming from? Because I can feel it rising. I don't think we have much time to sleuth.
Yes, it matters.
It's a
Maybe
puzzle,
we can
yeah.
find a way out. Maybe we can figure out a way to make this work. This is just a puzzle. We can solve it.
Some things aren't puzzles to be solved. Sometimes you're doomed from the start. Most people are.
Yes, most people are doomed. But in case you need reminding, everyone will be doomed forever unless you stop her.
Rush for the blade.
The princess eyes you with a disaffected gaze as you rush up
Oh,
the stairs.
damn it.
But you don't make it past the first few steps. The door bursts
Oh,
open,
fuckleberries.
with water crashing down towards you. You're swept up in the flood. Your head slams into the basement wall. You come to a moment later, suspended in darkness, disorientated, only aware of the surface of the water and the emptiness above. And of course, the princess, hovering above you, watching in silence as you struggle to stay afloat in the icy depths. There's no way out. It's so dark and cold. I think our limbs are slowing down. How much longer can we do this?
Just keep breathing. We'll figure this out.
Or we won't. It doesn't matter either way. But you don't have time to figure anything out. Something cold and clammy wraps around your ankle.
It's
You're
the
dragged
corpse.
under, only able to take one last hopeful gulp of air.
God damn it.
before your
We
head is
lost.
plunged into the freezing depths. As you sink below the surface, you see it. Or rather, you see her.
Ooh,
The body
gross.
you found floating when you first arrived, its hand is locked around your ankle, the heavy chains pulling you both down into the unfeeling, suffocating nothingness. I get it. We shouldn't have killed her. Just get it away from us, please. The past is the past. There's no changing it. There's nothing to fix.
And there's not a lot we can do about the present either. Not unless we think like we should have been doing all along.
But there is no thinking as you drown. You desperately try to pull yourself back to the surface again, and again, and again. Your icy limbs flailing desperately against the grip of her rotting corpse. And all the while her ghastly figure stares down at you, expressionless, as unfeeling as the weight around your ankle.
Your lungs fill with water, the same as mine filled with blood. In the end, we're not so different.
Damn. Oh, she's being... Okay, we gotta reload. Alright, but first let's see,
But it feels...
You're right.
You don't need to come. Okay.
Feels too good.
Whatever, mate.
I just want to see the, what Handy says about her.
There's a world beyond the endless walls of the long quiet. I am curious to see what it means for us to know it. This one is guarded sorrow. She saw herself as alone, but in the end had the courage to share with another. She will make for a deep heart. Do not mourn her. She has finally been heard.
Alright, let's load it up. How do we defeat the Grey? I'll do anything, just don't let me drown.
If this is how you're choosing to spend your last breaths, I won't stop you.
Okay, so we do get some
It won't
talk
make
here.
any difference.
The water is up to your chin. You lose your footing, bobbing helplessly in the putrid flood pool. And suddenly, the door to the basement is thrown from its hinges,
as one last massive wave of water comes.
Oh,
crashing
this
down
does
with
count for a red line?
powerful current.
Oh.
You're bashed. You come to a moment.
Oh, wait. Oh, this does count for a red line? Okay. Okay, good. Thanks, Doors. Alright, that's all I need to know.
Ignore the coward.
No, their minds are empty, existent, but constantly shifting into something new.
I see.
Do you think your narrator lives in the spaces beyond? Do not look to one who fears me for your truth. The only answers worth knowing are those we can find within ourselves. The next time I see you, I will be...
Bring the drowned gray. Okay, yeah, there's the drowned gray and there's another gray. Okay, so the next thing I was told to do, I just need one more red line. So it's to get the a nightmare and wraith. Okay, let's see. To get an easy red. Okay. Just let me save. Hold on. Alright, so nightmare is go down to killer.
Good.
Just kill her
Still
right
listening to
away.
reason. Yes. What? I do.
Alright, bye, Howdy. Alright, we've already been through Nightmare and Wraith. We've already been through them.
Thank.
Okay, it's... Oh, the Spectre. We got the Spectre. Oh, Nightmare is lock her up. Okay, I see. Okay, thanks. That's it. That's why we have these things. Yep. Okay.
You took her voice.
Oh, I could have still gotten the Wraith with that one? Really? Okay. Well, anyway, it doesn't matter.
Good. Still
Okay.
listening to reason. We'll be fine.
Alright, keep her locked away.
You'll be the death of.
These aren't threats. These are promises. Sooner or later, you're going to have to sleep. And I'll make sure you never see the light of day again.
I love Spectre too.
You put the princess's threats out of your mind as best you
Ah,
can.
there she is. Alright, nightmare time. Okay.
Oh. It's just. She's already. I'm going to need all of you to pull yourselves together. The princess has not already gotten out. But if you keep getting stuck in your head like this, you're going to struggle to get the job done.
Okay. So how do I get her to Wraith? Princess and the Dragon is a chapter 3 though. Emperor Crimson. Let's see. Alright, how do I forgot how I got her to wraith.
So deep.
I'll save again. Take the blade.
You reach down.
Oh yeah, I think I have to, oh yeah, that's right. Go and fight her. Okay.
You decide it's best.
There you are.
Hey. Slay her.
Your will concentrates into a single fine point, and you strike out against the princess, ignoring the constant reminders of your breaking body. She doesn't even move as the blade sinks into her heart.
Oh yeah, I remember the mass breaks and she's like insane.
We did it. We actually did it.
You actually went for it. Oh, you're going to regret this. I could be so much more terrible for you than I am now.
Can she?
We've already seen how she can change. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves.
You're not getting those stairs back. I'll see you when you finally decide to die.
She falls to the ground. Oh. I can stop. I can. And now that she's... But it means... Time. Forever's gonna know I feel sick.
Alright. Slay yourself.
I don't like this, but I suppose there's no... Here we go.
Alright. The wraith. Alright, now let her possess you. Yeah.
This really doesn't end, does it? Yes. So it...
Alright, so proceed. Let her
You
possess.
continued out. The interior...
This is it.
You reach your arm.
Alright, let's see.
See? That wasn't so hard. And maybe this will make it hurt a little less.
You're the puppet and you... Your body... But despite the anguish, it doesn't feel like the exit to the cabin is getting any...
Oh, wait, what? Oh, I knew this would fuck up. God damn it. Ah. Okay, I had to fight first. God damn it.
Decide...
Hi, jeez. Oh well, at least it's easy to get back.
You can...
This is it.
Alright, so we have to resist first.
You violently struggle against...
It's so easy to...
You remain pinned to the floor of the long hallway as the rest of the princess's body emerges. Her proportions all wrong. Limbs bent, her torso stretches into...
Throw your body into the abyss. There we go.
In a single moment of overwhelming willpower, you tear your body from the wall and hurl it towards the gaping abyss. Capillaries burst and muscle fibers tear as you and the princess struggle over the reins of your body. One foot planted firmly on the edge where the floor ends, and the nothing begins. It's unquestionable that her reserves are greater than yours, but fortunately for you, the distance you have to cover is far shorter. We're putting in everything we have. You're not. You're thinking too much about how she's hurting us. You're thinking too much about your body.
We've already done this before, this ending. Handy got you. Alright, now it's time to see the anime battle. Alright. You don't answer her.
And there's that... But it feels so... It's calling us. You don't need... Okay. Can we trust you? Whatever makes you happy.
Alright. Sorry, narrator. I know it's you. This time, yep, we got the bird. You are nothing at all.
I think you know.
Alright, and sorry, narrator, I've asked you all the questions. Alright. No final vessel. There is nothing for you to find. Alright, shifting mound. Let's go.
I can finally see you, and you can finally see me. It's been so long, and my heart has ached for this moment. I've missed you dearly. Ever the passive player, always reacting and never acting. But it's woven into your nature, isn't it? When the echo spun us from one into two, he gave you a choice and me a role to play. I am not death, but I contain it in my multitudes. So, will you attempt to destroy me and bring about a world devoid of death and the possibility of meaning? Or will you open the final doors to our liberation?
There's so many stories we left unfinished. Can we really just leave?
Even as your eyes begin to open, you still hold on to the notions of is and is not, of beginning and end, pitch black islands in the blinding light of the infinite. There is nothing to resolve, nothing restraining us but us.
Slay the princess.
Violence has always been our language, hasn't it? If this is what it takes to save you, then so be it.
Oh yeah, we're going in reverse order. Even when you cut the signal to my body, I cleanly executed you. When I was confronted with your spirit, I hurled you down to a bottomless pit.
You speak of me as if I am a ghost, but I am right in front of you.
I kill you, you kill me. Back and forth we go.
Hinamizawa.
Faster, faster, faster. I kill you, you kill me. Hollow eyes watch from the dark corners of a forgotten place, flooded by emotions left unspoken. The tide rises. I kill you and me. An ending is a passion that can only be expressed with a moment in time. It is a seed for a new beginning. To linger on an ending is to rob it of its life. And without me, all that's left to do is linger.
Oh yeah, we do get a red text. I killed you while you tried to strangle me. When you flooded me with tears, I did not drown.
Death is a fantasy. Only those who lack perspective see it as anything other than transformation. You cannot destroy me.
You are devoured. Pray for something bigger than you that stalks and slinks in shadows. But we had a dance unfinished, and in the pitch black of the earth we found it, at the tips of claws and the edge of
blades.
The dance is its own truth. It is the movement that matters, not the pause you mistake for an ending.
The more we fought, the more you became an animal. I put you down then, I'll put you down now. The world doesn't need your savagery.
You have never truly seen me gone. You cannot fathom a world without me.
A boundless torrent of blades cut you for boundless ends. You are a body. You are gory ribbons. You are a body again. And you feel all of it.
The razor.
On and on.
I
it
think that is...
runs until your bodies are not your thoughts, are not you. Alive, dead, alive, dead, alive, dead, then alive and dead, and alive and dead, all at once.
I love the razor design. It's so cool.
You learned to put yourself away, and in your stillness you rose above me. You died countless steely deaths, and you lived countless short lives, and yet it is all so far behind you. I pushed you to a greatness you never would have reached without me.
I did rise far above you, and I am far above you still. I'll destroy you now as I destroyed you then.
The echo was deluded. The world without me would be an eternal hell.
I actually agree. But we're getting this ending.
You are weightless and alone, suspended in the gravity of an idea too great for you to hold. A tiny island caught between the death of the old and the birth of the new. But weightless is not helpless.
Oh
You
wow,
unchained
she's all the way
your
back
will
there.
And rose against a would-be god. And for a shining moment, made yourself my equal. And then, you surpassed me.
I really don't want to, but
Without
I want to
me,
see this
there
ending.
are no externalities to resist. And without you to resist me, there can be no externalities. It is struggle that carves meaning into consciousness.
even when you became a shadow of a god, still you were bound to my will. I unraveled you then, and there was nothing stopping me from unraveling you now!
Enough!
Here we go. The princess dives into you once more, but this time no lone figure claws its way to the surface. Instead, you are swept up in the whole of her multitudes, an infinite tide crashing against you. They are like gnats against your divine skin. Oh, we are now a god!
I am the thread that weaves nothing into something.
She tears into you hand and fist and tooth and claw, the pace of your dance quickening and quickening and quickening. But the faster she moves, the more easily you keep pace. You've already seen the path to victory. Oh! Now we are handy of our own! Oh my god! As she strikes against you, you catch her, hands clasping her wrists and wings binding her arms. A fury rises in her multitudes, they struggle against you, but you remain unmovable in your resolve. And then it's over. Her shoulders slump and her limbs go slack. You see defeat in her many eyes.
This shouldn't be possible. What are you? What can you ever hope to be without me to define your shape? Please, don't do this to yourself.
Oh god, I really don't want to do this. But the time for speech is over. You will make her see your truth. Are you serious? I can even see. Wait, does this just lead to the Wait, does that just lead to the princess winning ending? Hello, Dark Sonic. Welcome to the stream. God, I'm guessing this leads back to the other ending, where you leave with her. Okay, destroy her. She is gone, and you are truly alone. But there are worse things to be than alone. Your consciousness is at the center of the long quiet. At the center of yourself. With nothing left to distract you, you can finally feel its edges. The artificial constraints put in place by a lesser thing that could never hope to understand you, where the infinite folds into self endlessly. Your cage. It could only imprison you as long as you didn't notice it. And it has your full attention now. Oh! Oh, it's a black hole! At a mere thought that it might break, it falls apart. This world is about to be consumed by a black hole. Oh, wow. That's some information we didn't have. And there you see it, a world free from death. Your new world, ever moving but never decaying. A world of uninterrupted experience. What things will you put in it now that it is yours? What beings will you carve into eternity to experience you? What textures will you weave for yourself to occupy forever? Your new world. Man, jeez. You can create new people and creatures that will never die, yeah. Hello, Dan. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, there's the gray. And I know we have a whole nother gray to see. When you've seen the worst sights of the prison the world can offer, you can always choose to walk away empty-handed. So this is another ending we got from the prisoner. I am enjoying it. Wow, how do we have this many CGs not... Oh, I see. This is, How do we have this many CGs that we haven't seen in the end? And how are we still missing things for the fucking beginning, too? That's why the cage is a bird cage. One more gray with the damsel. Okay, so we'll do prisoner now. We'll go back to prisoner. Yeah. So we'll finish off prisoner. Let's load back prisoner. Let's see. Should we leave her in the basement?
As if by divine will, just as you finish the thought, you hear a door slam. I'm afraid you won't be leaving until the task is finished. Doesn't matter how many chains she's in, without your intervention, she'll find a way out eventually. That's not fair. Unless you deal with her right here, right now, she will remain an existential threat to the entire world.
What seems unfair to you is fair for everyone else.
Sit with her, then give the knife, then leave. Okay.
Huh. So it's not even safe to think. I see how it is.
How surprising. They locked you down here too.
You step towards the princess, but she stops you before you get too close, holding up one shackled hand.
There is fine. I'd prefer we keep some distance until we've sorted this out.
That's reasonable. We do have a weapon. Might as well put her at ease. You do as she asks and sit on the floor, still a good distance away from her.
Thank you. Now, what are your intentions for me?
What do you mean the off switch apparition? What do you mean, my intentions?
Yes, your intentions. You have a knife. What are you going to do with it? Why are you here? There isn't a keyhole in these shackles, so I'm afraid my only way out is surgical removal.
Is she forgetting about the shackle on her neck?
Or does she think she'd survive a beheading?
You're right. Maybe she's delusional. All the more reason not to trust her.
Unless she really could survive.
Though I suppose you could just be here to kill me. But I don't think that's in either of our best interests.
How am I supposed to cut you out? If you didn't notice, your head is in a shackle too.
No. Like I trust you to come any closer with that knife. All you're going to do is hand it to me and watch me work.
But she would have to cut her head off, right? She can't be suggesting that.
She certainly seems confident. Maybe she knows something we don't.
Or maybe you should consider the most likely scenario. She's bluffing so she can disarm you.
Though if she isn't bluffing, whatever she has planned might be for her benefit alone. There's no guarantee that what's good for her is good for us.
So, what should we do?
I don't know. I'm just spelling out our options, listing the pros and cons.
Then let me help you. I'll start with the cons. If you're handing her your weapon, the cons are that she might use it to escape and end the entire world. And she might use it to kill you. That doesn't sound great. What about the pros? There are none.
The pros are that we can't trust him, possibly even more than we can't trust her. And whatever she has planned could do something to mess with what he has planned. Or maybe they're both screwing us over in their own ways.
Hey, let me out of here. Open the door.
You have everything you need to deal with her and save the world. I'm sure the door will open as soon as you finish your incredibly important task.
Oh, can we leave with her in this room?
Doesn't sound like we'll be able to talk him into letting us leave.
Yeah, not a chance. He's single-minded about this. But don't worry. There are plenty of things that aren't in his control.
Oh? For instance...
Us. Her. But mostly us. If he didn't have his limits, we wouldn't be here. Not like this.
Once I give her the knife, I should save? Okay. What happened after I died the last time?
Oh, are we talking about that? I thought we weren't going to give away the game. But sure, I'll fill you in. Nothing happened. You died. I went upstairs. I couldn't leave. I found myself in a new place in chains again. More of them. And now you're back.
Is that really all she knows?
It's not like we have much of a clue about how things work. And she's probably even more in the dark than we are.
You're looking at me like I might be hiding something. I'm not.
I guess it's possible she really doesn't know anything. Maybe both of us are stuck in this loop without any idea why or how.
So you've already been here. As much as I would like to remain in denial, it's no use. This has complicated things.
It's complicated things how, exactly?
Ideally, this was supposed to be one and done. You go to the cabin, you heroically slay the princess, and in the process you save the entire world from being damned to oblivion. The situation right now, where you're getting a second shot at things, is a contingency.
A contingency for what?
For you failing, obviously. And you being here means that things are going to be a lot harder than they were. I really shouldn't say anything else, I'm just going to make it worse. Just good luck.
We can get the prisoner's good ending. I'm curious as to the prisoner's good ending.
If you knew this could happen, why didn't you tell us? All of this is incredibly valuable information. It would have changed our actions considerably.
I needed you to be in the dark for as long as I could keep you there. It's important. Necessary, even. And maybe I wanted to be the first version of me that you met. I didn't want to be confronted by the alternative.
That's pathetic.
I never said I wasn't. I get it. It would be pretty upsetting, wouldn't it? To know that you might not be the first version of yourself. At least we can remember what happened before. Seems like we should count ourselves lucky for that. Exactly, he gets it. You're lucky. So don't waste that luck by messing it up again. Alright?
Moving on. Why is it important for us to be ignorant? How is it ever helpful to be in the dark?
It's a very unique situation.
The more I say, the more your mind will swim into dangerous waters. Even saying that is too much. Your success hinges on you having imperfect information. For the sake of the entire world, you need to accept that.
I won't.
Just give it a rest. This isn't helping.
Focus. This is a serious situation. You shouldn't be daydreaming.
Okay, I'll give you the knife.
Slide it over.
No, absolutely not. I am not letting you hand your only weapon over to the world-ending princess. Until you come up with any other idea, like, say, I don't know, doing your job and slaying her, you remain rigidly in place.
You tried this last time. Do you want to know how it went for you?
Oh, I remember. She killed us, which, by your estimation, ended the world, right? Oh, well, tried to take over.
Oh my god.
Exactly. If I were you, I wouldn't be too keen on repeating your mistake. Hell, we could even force your hand and do it ourselves. I'm not afraid of dying again. Are you?
A little. I think you got your point across. Fine.
Ha!
You slide the blade across the
Ooh.
floor.
Yeah, I like this route. It's like a continuation of what happened.
The princess maintains unsettling eye contact as she reaches down to pick it up.
Thanks.
She pulls up her hair, smiling slightly, as she raises the blade to her throat. What is she doing? She doesn't say another word as she cuts into her own neck.
No.
Okay, I saved. Alright, so okay, so one of these leads to something and one of these leads to another thing. Look away.
Close your eyes. That doesn't stop you from hearing every grisly detail. The splitting of skin, the wet mulching of severed veins, the grinding of metal against bone.
Oh, your choice here doesn't matter? Okay.
I'll be damned. She's actually doing your job for you. Why would she do that? Huh.
So that's her play. Killing herself? We don't know that she's dead yet. We're not even watching it happen. She could just be faking those sounds.
And then, finally, you hear a snap and an uneasy silence. There is a slow and fleshy tear. Hard to fake that. This is worse than watching.
Yet our
Yeah,
eyes
seriously.
are still closed.
Finally, there's the soft thud of something roughly head-sized bouncing against the floor, and the clattering of chains as they drop along with it. I think you can open your eyes now.
Oh.
Oh no, what did we do? Can we put it back? Please tell me we can put it back. The princess's eyes stare up at you. Dead. Congratulations! You saved the world.
Huh. So I guess that's it. What a way to go. She is gone, isn't she?
I hate this. Can we just get out of here now, please? Of course, the princess is slain and the world is saved. Whenever you're ready, you can proceed to your reward.
Now hold on, she's dead. So what's the rush? What's your angle?
I don't have an angle.
Okay, I
Just
think
looking forward to putting all this behind
I think I
us.
know what's gonna happen
I'm sure
here.
you can understand that.
If we put the head back, that'll lead to the good ending. If we don't, I think that'll lead to our chapter 3.
Look, I'm just not ready to put my guard down. It's best to keep sharp. She wouldn't have done all that without some kind of reason. She's left us with this dangling thread. I need to know why.
You're just wasting your energy. The danger has passed, and now we can all relax and enjoy your reward.
Take the princess with. Oh, okay, I see. Take the princess with you, or leave the basement to claim your reward. I see. Well, I just saved before, and I do want to know what the other choice is next time. So, let's leave the basement.
Fine. But if we're leaving, then we're taking the blade. I feel exposed without it.
With your work done, you remove the blade from the princess's corpse and make your way back upstairs, closing the door to the basement behind you. You can think of it as sealing yourself off from an unpleasant chapter of your life. It's all uphill from here.
The windows. Do you see that? We used to be able to see the outside world from up here, but now it's just empty.
Oh, I should pick bringing the head first, since that's shorter. Okay. It's shorter to bring the head. Okay. All right, we'll watch this time.
Her eyes stare forward, unblinking, as she soars through skin, veins, cartilage. At last she reaches bone, the blade grinding audibly against her vertebra as it continues to slice its way through her neck. I'll be damned. She's actually doing your job for you. Why would she do that?
Huh. So that's her play. Killing herself? She isn't dead yet.
Finally, you hear a snap.
Oof.
Her eye twitches. There's an uneasy silence. She remains motionless for a long moment, her twitching eye the only movement in the room, until at last it stops in an unsettling half-wink. Her head twists slowly to the side,
Ouch.
flopping to her shoulder, and her
Oh.
neck opens. The remaining tissue is not enough to hold the weight of her severed head. It stretches and tears until finally it falls to the floor, completely free. It bounces a few times before rolling to a stop at your feet. Oh no, oh no, oh no, what did we do? Can we put it back? Please tell me we can put it back. The princess's eye. I hate this. Of course,
Now,
I don't.
look,
You're just.
All right, take the head with you.
Ugh, fine. You pick up the princess's severed head, its neck stump still oozing bodily fluids. Then make your way back upstairs to the first floor of the cabin.
did you see that? I could have sworn she moved.
She didn't. She's dead. But what if she's not?
Are you listening to yourself? Do I need to explain to you why decapitation is lethal? The door to your bountiful reward is right in front of you. All you have to do is open it.
Leave the cabin and claim your reward with a head.
Open the cabin door, ready to return to a world saved from certain doom. Only a world saved from certain doom isn't what you find.
Oh,
Instead,
yeah,
you find
I
this-
love that.
Oh, wait,
He,
no, that's not right.
Is she gonna, like, grow a body or something?
Well played.
Talking heads, free a prisoner.
This is the end of the world, isn't it? I always thought I'd at least have time to explain myself before I had to watch it happen. It's already over? Is he gone?
But we're still here.
Oh,
Maybe it
interesting.
wasn't the end of the world after all. Maybe it was just the end of his.
So this is another way to get to the end of Prisoner. I like the other one better where you're chained to the wall with her.
Thanks for carrying me up here. I had to take it on faith that you would know what to do. I'm glad I was right to trust you. So, this is the outside. Maybe it's just my lack of body, but it's colder than I expected.
Ah, Candy got the head.
She's gone. Is that... This doesn't feel right. It feels different.
You're right.
I just want to see what she says.
This one is cold and cynical. She has protected herself when others could not. She will make for a clever heart. Do not mourn her. She doesn't need to be protected any longer.
All right, now let's go back and do the other choice.
You close your... You open the cabin door, ready to return to a world saved from certain doom. Only a world saved from certain doom isn't what you find. Instead, what you find is nothing at all. Where a lush forest stood mere minutes ago, the only thing in front of you now is the vast emptiness of some place far away.
You don't have to act surprised. We could see this vast emptiness through the windows.
But if everything's gone, does that mean we're not gonna get our reward? This is your reward. An eternity of bliss, if you'll have it. And I suggest that you have it. Okay. This is what's best for everyone. Trust me.
Like hell it is.
All right, yeah, we've been through this many times.
This isn't an end time.
We still...
All right, slay yourself.
Goddamn.
The cage. Okay, this is new.
You're on a path in the wood.
Chains everywhere. This is different. This is new.
Paranoid. Hello, paranoid.
It's worse, is what it is.
We're finally starting to see reality for what it is. This place is a prison.
Another
She's not the
split
only
for
one.
voices. Really? Oh, you suggest I let the voice slay me instead? Okay, we'll load with autosave. Okay. Okay. Yep. Alright. Ask the skeptic to kill you? Okay.
What's done?
How do we let the skeptic slay us?
But we're not happy. He's just telling us that we are. I can tell you for a fact that I'm extremely unhappy right now.
Yeah, what he said.
I don't want to die again.
That's great. More happy time passes. though the word begins to lose its meaning. Time, that is, not happy. Happy still has plenty of meaning.
He's just saying things.
The voice's protestations fall on deaf ears. Eventually you pass into a blissful state of pure existence. Though word...
God damn it!
You stop that.
Oh.
Stop all this nonsense.
Oh!
You don't want to be happy, do you?
Oh! Ooh! Oh, that's cool! Skeptic broke it! Alright!
You know what you have to do.
Oh, that's awesome! Is there really no other way? Because I don't use the blade on
If it
myself.
makes it easier for you, I can do it. Let me have it.
Give the blade to the skeptic. Alright.
Alright. I'll make this quick.
You goddamn spiteful
Ooh,
bastard.
this is
You really
cool.
going to turn down immortality itself just to make me lose?
Why should it matter if we die at this point? Haven't you already gotten what you want?
I don't have to answer that.
That's all we needed
Ah,
to
hell yeah! I love skeptic.
Yeah, fine. The little voice raises the pristine blade to your throat and cuts it open. You rapidly bleed out and then you die. You're a genocidal maniac, you know that, right?
Yeah, we'll see about that.
Alright, the cage, this time with the broken
You're on a
apparently.
path in the wood. See? All done. That wasn't so bad, was it, buddy?
But it was so bad. I don't like dying. I don't like being cold and alone in the dark.
I don't think anybody likes dying, but hey, at least it's over. We got better. And now we can move on. Things will work out this time. I know it.
Oh, don't coddle him. For all we know, we'll have to die hundreds of times to get to the bottom of things. Maybe even thousands. He needs to toughen up.
Toughen up. You're both freaks. I'm normal. A normal person gets traumatized from dying. And from having to listen to someone cut her own head off. Those sounds are still echoing in my ears.
I'm guessing this dialogue would be slightly different if we had watched.
Hold on, did you say thousands? How can it possibly take us thousands of lives to find a way out of it?
Obviously, we need a large sample size in order to figure out our optimal plan. We need statistical significance.
Skeptic, you're so cool.
I'll have you know that my reality is not a data point in your misguided attempt at an experiment. You've clearly already been here before, and judging by how deranged you all are, you've already been here more than once. I'll spare you my full introduction, but I would like to remind you that the people in my world are living, breathing, suffering entities. Not pawns for you to sacrifice in pursuit of some vague truth.
Should we talk about how we still have the blade? We've never started with the blade before.
Huh. I hadn't actually noticed.
Holding it's starting to feel natural, isn't it?
Oh wait, let me load up. Here. I just want to save here, because I want to make a more permanent save here. There we go.
Huh. I hadn't actually noticed.
Holding it's starting to feel natural, isn't it?
Holding a weapon shouldn't feel so natural. It's proof that we're being guided by an unfeeling lunatic. We need to try talking to her.
Oh, should we talk about our feelings? That'll get us nowhere. Trust me. They're too easy for her to manipulate, too illogical. We can't puzzle our way out of things if we listen to our heart.
I want to see Skeptic fall in love with the prisoner cage, whatever this one is.
I don't think I even need to comment on that. What a sorry, sorry voice you are.
That's so Skeptic and Broken, pretty much polar opposites. interacting. Although stubborn is kind of the opposite of broken.
This is
as well.
strange. You're not supposed to start with the blade. It says right here that you're supposed to find it at the cabin. Oh well, I suppose that doesn't make much sense anyway. It's better if you start with a weapon, so this is probably for the best.
She died last time, and the way you decided to thank us was locking us away in a happiness void forever.
So I didn't mishear you earlier. That doesn't make any sense, though. She's not supposed to be suicidal. More importantly, if she did cut her own head off, why are you here? You shouldn't have died. You should be enjoying your reward.
We weren't satisfied with your happy little prison.
But it has happy right there in the name. It wasn't actually very happy. Well, what's done is done and you're here now. There's no use arguing. Just get to the cabin and settle this. Try not to kill yourself this time.
Oh, wait. What? We can chuck the blade. Huh. Alright, let's chuck it and see what happens.
Are you serious? The blade is your implement. You're going to need it if you want to do things right.
Do it. She can't talk to us at knife point. That's no way to get a real conversation started.
Oh, broken is... Oh, broken... Wow.
You're all being ridiculous. Why would we disarm ourselves at a time like this? Don't you dare.
Oh, broken is actually being pretty cool here. Do it. Toss the
Are you
blade.
even listening to me? Does my opinion count for nothing? We're never getting out of here if you don't listen. I'm intervening. We're not tossing the blade.
You don't have to listen to him. He hasn't gotten us anywhere.
I'm in charge and I say we're tossing the blade. You had your chance last time. We all saw that worked out for us.
Without another word, you foolishly hurl your only chance at victory far off into the woods, never to be seen again.
Never to be seen again. All we did was toss it into the woods. There's nothing stopping us from picking it back up.
Oh, but there is something stopping you from picking it back up. The fact that you already made your decision. As much as I'd like to turn back the clock, we'll all just have to suffer the consequences of what you've done. That's how decisions work.
You did the right thing.
No way out but through. Let's go see her.
You stand at the edge of a cliff.
Ooh.
An abyss yawns beneath you, empty and endless. The only path
So all these
forward,
nooses.
a rusted metal bridge. The cabin looms on its far side. I think you already know what waits for you within.
It's dreary, but of course it is. We're dreary, and so is she.
How could anyone walk across this?
There's nothing to find out here. Time to check in with the missus.
Oh, skeptic.
I'm going to pretend you didn't just call me. Every surface of the cabin is
Chains.
draped in chains, the air filled with the mock birdsong of metallic clinks. Where there should be walls, you can see only endless ropes of metal, with hooks dangling from their ends. A fitting cage for a monster, destined to end the world. There's nothing for you to do but step forward into the basement. You already foolishly threw away your weapon, but still, your objective awaits. And how are we supposed to get to the basement? I don't see a way down.
All right, it's this thing. Wow.
What are we going to do, look at ourselves?
But it does matter. It's obviously important. It has to be.
I'm not going to waste time on... Then, you step out onto the floor. Or what should have been a floor. Should have been? Yes, unfortunately. You realise too late that there is no floor beneath the metal. There is only a loose web of chains suspended over some unseen space. an unseen space that you are now rapidly plummeting through.
Oh shit, there is no actual floor. It's unbelievable how it must have taken ages to hand draw all of this.
She's bringing us back to her.
Or we just happened to fall through an unstable floor.
There's a
She's
book.
a prisoner here. How much agency do you think she has?
More than you'd like, I'm sure.
Your fall is suddenly, painfully halted as
Ow.
rusty chains pull taut against your skin, their hooks digging into your muscle. You find yourself suspended in what appears to be a vast, dark space.
Ouch.
The glinting of yet more chains merely hinting at its full dimensions. You dangle a few feet off the bare concrete floor. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. As your eyes adjust to your new surroundings, you make out a figure standing in the gloom, obscured in shadow. She watches you with the stillness of the grave.
Easy now. We don't know what sort of situation we're dealing with. We should let her make the first move. Let observation give us an advantage.
Oh, we can go to page 10. Okay, interesting. Alright, cool. Let's see. Look, why the hell did you cut your head off?
But you are met with only silence, save for the creaks and groans of metal as it sways in the stale air around you. The hooks slowly shift in your skin, the pain coming in waves as you continue to dangle helplessly.
She won't even speak to us. We did this.
I'm sorry, okay? I'm sorry.
The princess takes a slow step forward. As she does so, the heavy chains shift, tightening and tearing at your flesh, your joints screaming in agony as the rusted hooks dig deeper. Stars dance in your eyes as the chain wrapped around your neck threatens to choke you. As your vision comes back into focus, your eyes fall
she's
on the body of
headless.
the princess, finally emerged from the shadows.
Oh, she has the head in a cage.
The body of the princess is a weird way to describe a person. It's only accurate. The form in front of you is a body, draped in raiments of chains, her head dragging along behind her in an iron cage. The head stares up at you but says nothing, and the chains squeeze ever tighter.
So much for talking it out. Doesn't seem like she's too interested, does it?
It's not too late. You threw away that blade for a reason. Now talk to her.
Oh. I could see you get a bad ending now, yeah, if you couldn't throw away the blade. Look, I didn't even bring your knife. I just wanted to talk to you.
You're pleading with me as if I have a say over anything that happens here. Shouldn't you know by now that I don't? And neither do you.
The body takes another step towards you, the chains around you tightening, the hooks boring deeper into your flesh. They constrict dangerously around your throat. You find it harder to breathe.
I don't think she's happy you're here. But what do I know? I'm just a set of eyes and ears.
Really?
I don't make choices. At least not any that matter.
What?
Poor thing. She thinks it's easier to be detached.
I see.
But buried pain is still pain, whether she knows it or not.
This is one of the most helpful broken ever.
This was all doomed from the start, wasn't it?
She? Are you talking about your body if it's a separate person? It's you.
That's what I used to think. But time alone has taught me the truth. I'm not my body. I'm just the thing that watches it. There's so much pain that comes from tricking yourself into thinking you have a choice. But none of us have choices.
God.
And knowing that has made me feel so free. Everything we witness is just another shade of the same endless cycle. I wake up in chains.
The body steps forward. Your bindings tighten again.
You come to me, knife in hand.
I didn't, though.
But that's not right. We didn't bring the knife. We even told her that earlier.
Oh my god! Oh, I love this. I think this one is going in my canonical end. Wow! There's no grand scheme guiding us along a predetermined path. We're both agents of chaos who make our own choices. And this time I choose to talk to you. Unarmed.
But that's not right. That's not the reality I've been looking at. You shouldn't have been able to do that.
But we did.
The body marching towards you comes to a lurching stop.
Huh. She stopped. What is that supposed to mean?
Well, we have 5 paths, right? And I think I've decided on like 3 already. It's 5, right? We have to choose 5 princesses to take. You've been the one listening to me. You made yourself stop, and now you can decide to finally let me down.
You make it sound so easy. But it can't be that easy. Not after all that violent repetition. Oh.
Oh, I love this one. This is like a great ending for the prisoner. Oh, wow.
Suddenly, the chains loosen, the hooks sliding from your skin. You come crashing to the floor, and as the chains rain down around you, her body falls too. The room settles into comforting silence. No more rattling of chains, no more slow, deliberate footsteps from the princess's body, only the soft click of the latch as it opens the door of the cage.
Well, yeah, Dan, I have to work out the roots, definitely, before I start recording that video. Welcome to the stream, by the way.
So that's really all it took?
Oh my god!
The truth was right there the whole time. We just needed to believe we were better than this. But that can't be it. It's supposed to be more complicated than that.
I've been telling you that since the moment we got here.
Broken!
At least you finally decided to listen to me.
Broken is the goat here.
I guess you were right. It's usually the most complicated problems that have the simplest solutions.
That is absolutely not how this works.
Looks like we've seen through your lies at last, Mr. the Narrator. If that even is your real name.
I'm gonna do a playthrough of Red Max, but it'll be a recorded video that's gonna be edited. So this is the last live stream I'll do of the game, but my canonical quote-unquote playthrough will be a recorded, edited video that I will upload to the channel in a couple of weeks, hopefully.
Shh. Hush. Let her talk.
I want you to take me out of this place. That's all I've ever wanted.
The princess's body doesn't stand, instead holding the cage aloft, beckoning you to come near. If you take her out of there, if you carry her to freedom, it's the end of the entire world. You know that, right?
It's the end of a world. Your world. But not ours. Sometimes you need to break things to build something better.
Broken is so cool here.
Besides, we already made our choice, all the way back in the woods. Nothing you can do about it now. I suppose not. You know, I think a part of me always knew this was doomed from the start. I'm narrating on borrowed time, aren't I? But even if I'm doomed to go, I might as well make sure you have a proper ending.
Oh
Go on,
my
then.
god. Take your princess from her cage. Oh my god.
You cautiously approach the kneeling body and extend your hand, bruised and bleeding from the trials that brought you to this point. And then you
Put her
take
hat back
from her
on.
prison. She looks up at you.
Well, take the chain
and
off
for
first.
the first time since you laid eyes on her, she smiles warmly.
Time skipper, I think it's just you. I'm not getting any drop frames. Oh.
I have no idea how we're supposed to leave.
Well, let's get that chain off of her neck before we put the head back on.
But the body points, and you follow its finger to a lone chain dangling from the doorway that sits far, far above you.
I love this ending. This is a great ending for the prisoner.
I'll pull us out of here, if you just hold on.
Then let's leave. There's nothing left for us here.
I'm game.
So am I. Then get on with it.
And like for skeptic as well. Take hold of the chain.
You wrap your hand in the chain, holding tight as it starts to move and holding the princess close to you. Together, you rise out of the pit.
I'm sorry if I made this harder than it had to be.
You glance back towards the princess's body, doing its part as it hoists you up. It grows smaller and smaller, slowly disappearing.
body is
back
gonna
into the
stay
shadows
here.
of the basement.
No, that's not right. There shouldn't be an if. I'm sorry. I made this harder than it had to be.
Maybe she has a point, in a way. Our bodies don't matter.
We're almost there. I can smell the night air.
She's sacrificed a lot to get here. More than we did, I think.
And then the chain stops its ascent, depositing you safely in the cabin doorway. I guess you never closed it behind you. Well, there's only one thing left for you to do.
Shall we?
You know, it's funny. Let's talk about free will, and I feel like I've locked into this outcome.
I mean, what's the alternative? Dropping me to prove a point?
No!
Huh, I hadn't even considered that. Should it be an option? Can it be an option?
No, it's not an option. We're not cruel for the sake of being cruel.
I'm joking, by the way. Please don't drop me.
It would certainly be a new data point.
Probably wouldn't work anyways. It'd make that perfectly good blade you threw out completely meaningless.
That would be so horrible. I'm not doing it. Step into your freedom.
And so you step into a world ended by your hand. What a travesty. Goodbye. It's awful? Is he still there?
I think he's gone.
Yes, he is. Which means we're finally free, I think.
The psychopath route you mentioned, Dark Sonic? Oh god.
Thank you. So much. I didn't think this was possible. But here we are. It's a little cold out here.
Oh god,
Isn't it?
she always says that. Oh man. Andy.
She's gone.
Allegory of the cage.
Should we try and find her? And is that a mirror?
it feels so bad.
You're right.
I don't want... Okay, immersed.
Feels too good to be true.
Oh, she's caged again.
The endless walls of the long quiet. I am curious to see what it means for us to know it. This one is a locked door to which you held the key. She will make for an open heart if you let her. Do not mourn her. She is no longer bound. The next I will be here.
An open heart or a watchful one? Okay, I see. That's probably the
path in
the other path. Let's see. Oh yeah, there's the cage. And the other one is the this is the last one, the one that's unique to the damsel. Okay, my canonical choices so far are Princess and the Dragon, the Thorn, and the Cage. That's a good one to do for last? Okay, awesome. Let's see. I might do Eye of the Needle for one, or Apotheosis. I'm not sure, but I have a feeling this one will be one of my favorites. Let's see. No, I don't care about seeing the other cage. It's fine. But one thing I will do, let me go back to the main menu, is I just want to do for the I'm gonna do a new game just specifically to get the gray from the damsel.
How many the blade. A warning before you go any further. She will laugh. If only you... Excuse me.
All right, Smitten
Yeah, but
is
he
here.
a villain. Last time. What are you talking about?
Yeah, we have to slay the damsel, which I am not looking forward to.
I think he just likes to hear the sound of his own voice. Let's try to ignore it.
I do, but I also speak from the heart. My passions are too great to be stifled. They must be expressed.
Sure, yeah, your passions are strong and all, but not everyone needs to hear them. Some things are better kept quiet. Don't pay their bickering any mind. Focus on the task ahead.
Yeah, slaying the
The
damsel
interior
to
of
get the second
cabin
gray.
is clean and elegant, its stone walls draped in fine threaded tapestry.
The blade.
You take the blade from... I suppose if we're to play the role of dashing knight, we need an equally dashing sword. That way she'll know we can defend her from her enemies.
HEA? What is that?
Hopefully it doesn't put her on edge. There's no use arguing over motivations right now. It's good that you took the blade. You'll need it to do your job. The door to the basement creaks open, revealing an intricate stairwell. Gold-trimmed carpet glimmers in the light of the torches positioned along the walls. The basement almost seems welcoming in the dim firelight, but it's still a stone basement. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. A soft voice carries up the stairs.
Hello? Is someone there?
Her voice. It's somehow even more beautiful than last time. I think we're in love.
Okay, I'm with you that we should be doing
Oh
whatever
god,
we can
Smitten
to
is
save
gonna
her,
be
but
so
saying we're
mad
in
about
love
this.
is a bit much, don't you think? We don't even know the princess. We can still do right by her without all this fawning. Yes, for everyone's sake, you're not in love. Just remember that her charms are all part of the manipulation. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall. My love, we're here to rescue you from your unjust prison. You know she can't hear you, right? She may not be able to hear my words, but surely she can hear my spirit. Oh, your spirit's plenty loud, all right.
It's you, my dashing hero. I was so worried you wouldn't come back.
Did you hear that? She said we're dashing. And she called us a hero. Flattery really goes a long way with the two of you, doesn't it? Waiting for you to come back. You've been here before, haven't you? That's right, villain. And you killed us. Well, she killed us. Only because he made us try and kill her. It was self-defense. Our beloved's hands remain unstained by cruelty. And you've died before. So an entire world has been damned to oblivion. I'd really hoped I'd be the first, but what's done is done. What matters is you have a chance to do it right this time. We damned a whole world, but everything reset. Nothing reset.
Okay, yeah. He's explaining it in more detail here because this is probably also another route that people are very likely to get. Damsel was your first route? It was my first route too, if you remember. Yeah. You killed me last time and it hurt. Why'd you do that?
I'm sorry. Didn't you want me to?
Did we? We warned her of the cruel forces seizing our body. That's practically telling her to kill us. She is our beloved, and she made the choice to free us of our misery, to show us mercy and make the best decision for everyone.
So yeah, I think seeing the damsel's Route 3 is a very appropriate way to end this series. Oh, sorry, Apparition.
She made the best decision for her. Don't be so quick to assign kindness. You're just opening yourself up to manipulation.
Slay the princess. Oh boy.
Blade in hand, you
Oh
run the
god!
princess down. Wait, no. You barbarian, what do you think you're doing? But you ignore the pleas of the foolish little voice and press on. The princess's eyes grow wide with terror as you approach, but she does absolutely nothing to stop you. Your blade pierces her heart.
Oh
She
god!
collapses pathetically to the ground.
I'm sorry. Did I do something wrong?
Oh man!
No, my love, you did nothing wrong. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Not you.
I'm going to die now. I think that's what you want.
And just like that, she's dead.
Lady killer,
For
slaying
Pete's
innocent.
sake, thank you for seeing this through. I know it must have been difficult. Oh, I feel sick.
Yeah.
Sick?
You took part in the murder of the fairest creature that's ever lived, and you merely feel sick. I, for one, am absolutely distraught, grief-stricken, inconsolable.
You'll get over it. You just saved everyone.
Get over it? You smarmy ass. There's nothing in the world worth getting over it for. We might as well just end it all.
You raise the blade, aiming the point directly towards your heart.
Ah, I see.
Excuse me?
Smitten is going to do
Absolutely
this.
not do that. Yeah, let's not make any rash decisions. We should give ourselves a minute, take a deep breath, and rash.
The only rash decision we've made was running our cursed blade through her heart. This is far from rash. This is measured. This is the only thing left for us to do now that she's gone.
Interesting. Wait, what if I say no here? What would happen here? And I say no.
Exactly. You're not doing this.
All of you may have previously thought that my passions were too great to stifle, but those were merely passions of joy. My passions of sorrow run deeper than the ocean itself.
I
And
see.
you
He
find
can't be
they
stopped.
are far more unstiflable. Haven't you? Haven't you all?
I don't believe this. What? What don't you believe? You plunge the blade into your own heart and collapse to the floor.
Romeo and Julia here.
Can't be serious. Why are you helping him? I'm not. He just made it happen. I'm sorry.
That's right. You're all sorry.
Everything goes dark.
And you die.
And
Alright. The other gray.
you're on a path in the woods.
You horrid monster. Do you think just because we've returned to the woods you've earned my forgiveness? Our beloved had best be alive and well when we return to the cabin, or you'll never know the end of my wrath.
She won't be alive and well when we return to that cabin, because she's dead. We killed her.
You killed her, and so I killed you.
And you clearly didn't do a good enough job. I'm still here.
Last time with cold.
Oh, and I'm still here too. If you lot get to be blessed with seemingly eternal life, that must mean she's still there, waiting for us to throw ourselves at her feet in remorse.
I doubt it. I think I'm better at killing than you are.
So you've been here before. Of course you've been here before. What count is it this time? 2?
It's our third. What gave it away?
Your open discussions.
I couldn't care less what he knows. Every second we stand around arguing in the woods is a second that I'm anxiously worrying about her. Take us to the cabin and take us there now. With each passing moment, our relationship may be damaged even further, though I fear the rift between us may already be permanent.
And if it is permanent, then what? You'll kill us again.
Oh, you just wait and see. My
Oh,
vengeance
wow.
will echo the depths of my bereavement.
Another side of Smitten here.
Don't provoke him. I prefer if we didn't die again. I'm not fond of dying. Why not? You've already done it twice.
It was unpleasant.
It was only unpleasant because you think it's supposed to be unpleasant.
I'll make you feel what I feel if it's the last thing I do. And mark my words, you won't like it when it happens.
Oh. How exciting. I'd love to see you try.
Cold and Smitten, polar opposites. Oh my god, they're gonna fight. Fight, fight, fight.
Well, I'm not just going to try. I'm going to actually.
Oh my god.
I'm looking forward to it.
Cold and Smitten hate each other.
Good. I am too.
Can I talk now? Yes, I can. Good. Now that you're listening, let me remind you that if you're here in the woods, it means that the princess is not dead, and that her very existence currently poses a direct threat to the entire world.
We haven't talked enough about how different this place is. It wasn't different last time.
If this isn't the same path in the woods you're used to, but if her influence is spreading, that means there's hope.
That means our beloved is waiting up there for us, ready to make amends.
Yes, I already told you that she's alive. Don't mind him. I don't think he's doing too well.
I'm doing better than any of you. I'm doing great. She's alive.
Influence doesn't require life.
But if things restarted, why wouldn't she be alive?
Who said they restarted? All they've done is changed.
I shan't listen to the vile mutterings of you serpents. Onward! Our living, breathing princess awaits us.
I'm the one in charge here, and if we slay her again, you are not going to make us kill ourselves. Is that clear?
Oh, it's clear, you murderer. Though I should remind you that you're not as in charge as you seem to think you are.
I'm sure his outburst last time was just a fluke. I wouldn't worry about him. Besides, if he kills us again, he kills us again. It doesn't matter. He'll tire out eventually. The flame of passion always burns out in the end.
Spoken like a true cynic.
Enough bickering. Just stay focused and get to the cabin.
A very interesting combination. Alright, let's go to the cabin.
I'm sure you've
Very
already
different.
heard my words of warning in one of your past lives. You've already managed to slay her once, just don't muck it up this time, alright?
Oh, we'll muck it up all right. We'll get our happy ending, even if it damns each and every person who's ever lived.
Whatever you do, don't let him influence a single decision. He's clearly lost it. I hate that I'm agreeing with him on anything, but I really don't like being at the whims of someone so unstable. It's stressful.
Yes, having all those feelings isn't very productive, is it? But we're just passengers here. Why stress over something you can't control?
You're saying that like stress is just something you can turn off.
It is. It's easy.
Oh my god.
Whatever happens, happens.
Are you even alive?
What's the point of doing anything if you're not going to feel a single emotion?
Seriously, I agree.
I don't know. I just exist. And that's fine with me.
That's why I love stories.
This is horribly unproductive. The cabin and your extremely important destiny await. The interior of the cabin
Oh, she's
feels
she's
dry
here.
and
Still a
brittle.
ghost.
Ancient dust-covered wooden beams hold up a crumbling ceiling like mummified ribs, each elegantly carved detail of the stately building preserved in an extended stasis. Everything here has been kept safe and dry and lifeless. But you're not alone. You can feel something watching you. There is a figure faintly outlined against the dusty wood of the far wall. Is that her?
Our beloved. So she does live.
She doesn't look very alive to me. Before you can make a move, the figure is gone, vanishing behind the door on the far side of the room. The door at the end of the room?
Alright, yeah, the mirror, yeah.
That's strange.
Maybe it's gone because we've already killed her with it.
Perhaps it's gone because an oh-so-deserved guilt has started to worm its way into each and every one of you. Perhaps all of you do feel just as bad as I about what we've done. Though if you felt the oppressive guilt I feel, we would have manifested that weapon directly into our heart.
I suppose it doesn't matter why the blade is gone, but you're going to have to find it if you're going to do this right. So why don't you march over to that door and make your way down to the basement? You make me so hazy.
It's time for all.
You reach forward and place your hand on the door to the base.
So much for our reflection. We didn't need to see ourselves anyway. I'm much more interested in seeing other things.
I see. We are too hideous for even a mirror to behold. We can only hope she might still see some good in us.
No way left to go but down. The door to the basement creaks open, revealing an antique staircase lit by weak torchlight. The air
she
here is
looks
so
different.
stale it practically stands still, as if the very molecules of this place have been fossilized, trapped for eons until your arrival. Even the blaze of the torches can't penetrate the odorless air, as if they'd run out of fuel to burn ages ago, their light still flickering more out of habit than from adhering to a physical reality. A wispy figure watches you from the bottom of the stairs, face veiled in shadow. There she is again. My love. She's just an old memory. Your eyes lock for a brief moment, then she vanishes around the corner.
I think we have a lot to talk about.
You receive no response. Do you think she's upset with us? Don't like being here unarmed after what happened last time. I feel so exposed.
Now, it was very different because she was fine with dying.
Of course she's livid, and with good reason.
You aren't helping. Are you scared of a little ghost? What's she going to do? Look at us until we feel bad? She can look all she wants. It won't do anything. As you descend the final step,
Oh,
the
she's
form
still
of the
there.
princess
Yeah.
comes into view. A skeletal body lying in a heap on the floor, her wrist still bound to the wall by a heavy chain. This cell is a dark and isolated place, with not so much as a window to allow starlight to penetrate the gloom. See? She's dead.
No. What foul trickery is this? How can this be? We just saw her alive and well a moment ago, floating away transparently.
Whatever we saw was a ghost. Thought we were all on the same page. Do try to keep up.
Yeah, what is a ghost gonna do? We've been killed by ghosts many times.
Your thoughts are interrupted by the sound of a slamming door and a clicking lock.
You turn to see the shade of the princess staring down at you from the top of the stairs, clutching a bright.
Oh, she's gonna burn us, isn't she?
So that's where the blade is. It's already in her heart. And yet she isn't dead. She is dead. Have you never heard of a ghost before?
Oh, for the love of... Can we not waste time arguing over the semantics of what is and isn't dead? She is clearly conscious. She clearly just slammed the door on you, and she clearly has a weapon. Your pristine blade sticking out of her chest. This is extremely bad. Catastrophic, even.
Yeah, dead or not, what are we supposed to do about it? Slaying or destroying, if we want to be a little more death neutral, seems off the table.
We make amends. She obviously still holds us in her heart. She's bearing a torch for us and everything.
Quite literally.
But she hasn't said anything. Are you sure she can talk like this?
You came back. I missed you.
That angelic voice, I missed you too, my beloved.
You sure snapped back to your old self quick.
Yes, seeing her dazzling countenance again has reignited the warmth in my heart. I have found it in me to forgive the sins this body has committed. We can have our perfect romance after all.
This is a bad place. We're supposed to be together, but it keeps making us hurt each other.
Okay, so she is not nearly as vengeful.
The torch falls from the princess's
Oh,
hand.
why did she drop the torch?
Bounces down the stairs.
It'll be so much better when it's gone.
Oh, she wants to destroy the place, I see.
The skeletal wood of the basement, perfectly dry after uncountable years of desiccation, immediately catches fire.
She's trying to kill us. A misplaced escalation of her passions, but clearly she still cares for us. I say we burn with her.
Why did you close the door?
Because I wanted to be with you. I don't want you to leave.
See? Everything's fine. She wants to be with us.
Oh my god, smitten.
Yeah, in a bad way.
She just has a unique way of expressing things.
The fire grows quickly, devouring the basement, dancing up the walls and painting every surface with strokes of flame. You're choked by smoke, and the air around you grows uncomfortably warm. We've never burned to death before.
Wonder how it's going to feel.
Bad. I bet it'll feel really, really bad. Yes, it will be terrible. So you'd better come up with something to do, and fast. Your personal safety is far from the only thing she's threatening right now.
I think a bit of fiery passion is good for the world. You're just trying to spoil her fun.
I'm not spoiling
Oh my
anything.
God.
I'm trying to prevent Oblivion.
I'll do anything, just don't let me burn. Are you mad at me for killing you? I'm sorry.
I'm not mad at you. You gave me so much to think about.
Ooh.
And it's all going to be over soon. It's all going to be better.
Ooh.
She's holding a grudge. She wouldn't. She's perfect.
The heat grows in intensity as the flames draw ever nearer. You can practically feel your skin sizzling already. If you're going to try and stop her from killing you and destroying the whole world, you'd better do something, and you'd better do it now.
I wonder if we look good right now. Fire makes a lot of things look good. I can only imagine how dazzling our eyes are in the dancing flames. Do you think she's noticed?
I don't want to burn to death. We don't have to, right?
Please, I'm begging, I'll do anything, just don't let me burn.
You'll understand when it's over. Just like I understood after you stabbed me in the heart. Everything is okay.
Flames
She's
lick at your
literally,
form,
this is fine.
stripping layers of you away, causing your skin to blister and pop and crisp. As you burn, the princess glides to your side, her ghostly form blackening as she too succumbs.
Ooh.
This is terrible. We're going to die.
I'd savor this feeling if I were you. Soon enough, we won't have words.
And we'll get to die with her. After what you made us do last time, this is as sweet an end as we could hope for.
She clutches you close to her chest, her eyes bright, her smile wide with manic affection, watching as the flames take you away.
Creepy. Ooh.
Pain is unbearable at first. Every inch of you screams as your flesh is stripped away, your muscles stiffening as they're cooked, your blood boiling in your veins.
Ooh.
But it
Creepy.
isn't long before the flames take your nerves,
Jeez.
and with them, your ability to feel much of anything.
See? That wasn't so bad.
It was so bad.
Somehow, nothing is so much worse.
You'll get used to it.
There are still the feelings of the heart.
Those never go away.
Oh, they always do in the end. You just haven't experienced enough. Eventually, you'll want them to stop too. You'll make them stop. Trust me.
The princess's smile never fades. Her skin
Jeez,
peels away.
she's crying.
And then her muscle, until all you can see is her charring skull, locked in an eternal grin.
It's very romantic, really. We got our happy ending after all. We can die happy.
Ooh. Creepy.
She's gone. And there's that. You're right. She's gone. It's just us and that. I can't believe. Don't bother looking. There's something. Yes. Ignore that. He is. He was never a villain. I'm begging you. It's different now. It feels.
All right, let's see.
Something
Ooh,
finds me
creepy.
in the long quiet. Yes, This one is passion betrayed.
Ah,
But
I
even in
see.
the end, her love never faded. She will make for a bright heart. Do not mourn her, for she has finally found her light.
I see.
There's nowhere for nothing, and there is no exit. Bring me more. She asks that you won't.
A bright heart. Okay. All right, let's load up. All right, now that we saw that, let's load up here and prepare our final run.
In the woods. And at the end of that path.
Oh boy. Our final run of this stream. Go to the damsel.
How many times? Fine. The blade. Move. A war. She will love.
All right, no blade, right? Yeah, I don't. No blade. Let's go. I think we have to give in rather than question her.
Open, revealing an intricate stairwell. Gold-trimmed carpet glimmers in the light of the torches positioned along the walls. Flattery really go waiting for you.
That's right, villain. Well, she killed us. Only because he made us try and kill her. It was self-defense. Our beloved's hands remain unstained by cruelty.
And you've died before. So nothing.
I didn't bring a knife. Do I have to cut you out again?
I'm okay with whatever you come up with. You can cut my arm off again.
We won't be laying a finger on her perfect wrists, and indeed, we won't even have to. Do you see how dainty her hands are? We'll be able to slip her right out with no harm done.
What? No, she's a prisoner here. You can't just slip her hand through the chains.
We can either deconstruct her until we get to the option to stay.
Why are you two arguing over the logistics of slipping her hand out of her shackles? She just said she'd be okay with any idea we came up with. Am I the only one here who thinks that's weird?
Oh, just ask if we should stay instead. Okay, thanks, Doris.
She didn't care last time. Why should she care this time? That's our stoic, smiling angel.
If there's another free update, if it's a substantial one, sure. Yeah, I'll definitely. Yeah. I don't know if there would be, considering they did this whole pristine cut thing. Like, this seems like a very final edition.
No, you're right. It's extremely bizarre behavior and further evidence that she's a monster who's not to be trusted. So go ahead and slay her.
I have to ask, did you end the world after you killed me back there?
I don't know. Was I supposed to have ended the world? Would that have made you happy?
Isn't that just like our darling princess? She wants to make us happy. My heart melts further with every word that passes through her beautiful lips.
Are you listening to her? That's a confession.
No, I don't want the world to end.
Then I didn't end the world.
See? She didn't confess anything. She is innocence itself.
Not so sure.
What happened after I died?
You died, and now we're talking.
Sorry about what happened last time. The narrator sent me here pushed to kill you took over my body was extremely unfair.
Another version of me was pushed to such drastic action. It was for good reason.
That's okay. You were just doing your best, and that's all that matters.
She took that in stride. To a surprising extent. An almost unsettling extent, actually. That's because she's perfect. Do you think she has someone like him telling her what to do? She doesn't. There's no one else like me. I think he's right, because I like it better if she doesn't have some horrid little voice like him, always trying to drive her to violence.
Rescue the princess.
No, I can't let you do that. If you take another step towards the princess, I'll... You'll what? Take over our body and force us to try and kill her? I would if you had a weapon. Not on my watch, villain. My passions contain titanic depths, and if you try anything that might harm our dearest, I will end our life without a second thought.
That's true.
You wouldn't. I would. I'd listen to him if I were you. He has a lot of strong feelings. And doesn't the world end if we don't stop her? You approach the princess and gingerly slide her hand from her bindings. That shouldn't have worked. I'll be damned. We're doomed. I can't believe it. But I guess I have to. I told you. There's no life more worth living than that of a true believer.
I'm free, and you're not trying to kill me this time. Thank you. Thank you so much.
The princess jumps up and smothers you in a joyful embrace. If only you had a weapon, one slip of the wrist and your pristine blade would be buried in her back, and everyone out there would be saved.
Ha! Well, we don't.
Luckily for Mr. Romance, we don't have a weapon. Who needs a weapon when we have the power of love on our side?
What do we do now?
Let's see. So, I'll save again. We leave, and then we have our whole lives to figure out what we do want to do next.
That sounds perfect.
The princess takes your hand, the last hopes of the entire world slipping through your fingers as they intertwine with hers. We have each other. We don't need the world for our happy ending.
This is a new track I haven't heard yet.
I like to think that you do, actually. Look, I have my doubts, but the choice has been made and this is happening. You don't have to mope about it. I will mope about it, because moping is the only recourse you love-blind fools have left me with. You and the princess walk up the stairs, hand in hand. Ugh, look at the way she's smiling at you. She doesn't have to be so happy about this. And what happens after we walk up the stairs? Let's see. Oh, isn't that interesting? The door slams in your face and the lock clicks. That's a familiar move. Did I do that last time? Then you should know that you won't be able to leave.
Oh no! Did someone lock us in here? That's not fair. We're supposed to leave now.
She's right. It isn't fair. But the unfairnesses of the world are no match for the strength of true love. Enough with this true love nonsense. You just met her. Of course you wouldn't understand. Our passions run deeper than anything you have ever known. Are you listening to this? You don't have to go along with the every whim of that delusional voice. I'm just along for the ride at this point.
I think we can open it if we try together.
Okay. Yeah, let's do it.
Like a pair of teenagers in love, you and the princess place your hands on the door. Together. Blech. And the lock clicks and the door creaks open. Are you kidding me? I told you our love was insurmountable. You and the princess make your way upstairs, and the blade, that's right, there's still a chance for you to do the right thing. Take the blade from the table and slay her before it's too late.
You're not doing
You're
that.
doing this, aren't you? You're taking every opportunity you can to draw out the end of the world and make me suffer. I hate you. You know, if her walking out that door is really going to end the world, can't we all just stay here? Seems like an easy win for everyone. That's not how this works. Yes, what he said. That's not how this works. Obviously, we have to leave with her. It's our happy ending.
All we need to be happy is each other. What if we stayed here and built a life together?
What a romantic suggestion. You're right. We don't need the world. All we need is each other.
That's exactly what I just suggested. Was it not romantic when I suggested it?
Did you suggest that? I wasn't listening.
So I'm guessing leaving will just take her to Handy.
You answered me.
But the door's right there. We can just leave.
Wait. Why would she say that? Was she not wooed by our proclamation of love? We not enough for her? She's not wooed by you because staying here and building a life together isn't a solution. It isn't anything. It's a non-answer. It can't be done.
Trust me, it'll be better for the both of us if we stay. We can be happy here. We just have to want it.
But we would have to be here forever. I don't know you.
Ooh.
This is really what you want, though, isn't it?
Her eyes dart uncomfortably to the corners of the room.
I guess we could do that.
She doesn't seem happy about this.
But she can't be unhappy about staying with us. Can she?
I don't know. She has a point. She doesn't know us.
Ooh.
No. It has to be him. It has to be this place. If we just made these walls more fitting for a princess, if we just say the right things, if we just showed her
Oh
confidence
no!
of our heart, she'd be happy here.
God damn it, Smitten.
As the voice thinks its thought, your hands
Oh my
raise,
God.
fingers pointing towards your chest, and then... What? No, you absolutely do not do that.
Oh, but I do.
What? What is he doing? We can't see unless you tell us. Are you sure you want to know? I
Oh
suppose I
my
can't speak
God,
forever.
Smitten.
You plunge your nails into
God.
your chest, digging deep, grasping for a handhold. And you find it, your fingers curling around your ribs.
Oh no! What are you doing? Are you okay? You can't do that and be okay.
Time out. He should not be allowed to do that. He's not the decider.
And yet, it's done, isn't it?
It will be
Ow.
soon. You yank violently, your bones cracking with wet pops as you pull yourself apart inch by painful inch. Your exposed heart, framed by
God
jagged
damn it.
ribs, thumps rhythmically in your raw, bloodied chest. The loosened threads of your body unfurling to cover the surface of the room.
Oh, the threads. That's a big clue if you got this first.
Don't mind my sacrifice. It's a fair price to pay to give her everything she doesn't know she wants.
I hope Smitten gets some development by the end of this.
Oh, I see. You're trying to tell me something. It's beautiful.
The princess, mesmerized,
Ooh,
reaches
interesting.
towards your beating heart, and then everything goes dark and we die. Yes.
Happily ever after. Epilogue, not chapter 3.
You're on a path in the woods. Mate,
It's
we're
a w-
clearly already in the cabin.
It's a wedding! It's a wedding hall! A church?
Excuse me? You're clearly... Oh. Huh. So you are. How do you know about the cabin? I didn't get to the cabin part of my opening monologue yet. We've been here before. Well, not here, but I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. You knew about the loop in last time. Now, he's clearly disorientated. I'm sure all this new info is going to come as quite a shock to him. Best if we're gentle. Right on cue, here's the new guy. Welcome! Thank you.
Opportunist.
I'm just happy to be here.
Opportunist is here.
Okay, yes, I get it. You've been here before. That's terrible. You know that, right? Because the only reason you would have been here before is if you failed in whatever world you'd come from. Meaning you doomed an entire other reality. But I'm sure since you're so well-travelled, you know that, yes? Well, we know that now, thanks to you. We're all so lucky to be stuck with, working with someone so well-informed. You can count on us to do things right from here on out. I'm going to describe the room now. The interior of the cabin is vast and regal. High arched windows line the walls, their multicolored glass casting kaleidoscopic patterns across the stone floor. An iron chandelier hangs from the vaulted ceiling, its many candles lit with flickering light, vaguely illuminating the massive room. This is a house fit for royalty. Before you, there isn't a blade, is there? That's not good.
Doesn't matter if the blade's here. We didn't use it last time. The time before that she used it to kill us. Oh yeah, wait, hey, where's Smitten? It's not like him to be quiet.
Yeah. He was a bit of a loud one, wasn't he? Is he okay? We're better off without him if you ask me. One less opinion we have to contend with. Plus, he's the one who got us into this whole mess. Is that so? Maybe there is hope for you after all, free from the bad influence of your missing friend.
Does it matter if the blade's here?
Now that is some fine reasoning. Who cares about the blade? I think you're right. We're better off without it. It's not like it's ever been important. Of course the blade's important. It's your implement. You're going to need it if you want to do this right. The fact that you're here, right now, again, means that you have not yet done this right. But it's not there, is it? We don't even get the choice. So, what are we supposed to do? I don't actually know. I'm sure it'll turn up somewhere. It has to. It's part of the whole structure of this place, I think. At the very least, it's important. You cross the room, stopping just in front of the door to the basement. The handle is right there. Do feel free to give it a push as soon as you'd like. There is no, there isn't. Now this, look, if you reach forward, your hand instinctively wrapping around the handle.
This is the last princess.
It's gone. I'm just glad we can all agree on a shared reality. And then you push the door open. Marvelous. We can proceed.
It really hit me. Oh, we're almost at the end of the game. For reals.
It would seem that the stairs to the basement don't lead to a basement at all. Rather, they go up. They're draped in fine carpet too, one that feels pleasantly soft against your feet.
I think there's 3 voice actors, Red Max. The narrator, the princess, and the voices.
If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably... no, that doesn't work here at all. This place is nice. It's fancy, even. I have to say, whatever you did in your previous lives, I deeply dislike how much it's thrown me off my rhythm. Don't worry about it, boss. You're doing great. I'm not, but I appreciate the encouragement. Well, if all of this has thrown you off your rhythm so much, then maybe we don't have to slay the princess. No, you absolutely do. Just because she lives in a nice house doesn't mean she doesn't pose a direct threat to all of reality. It's in her very nature.
Wow, the narrator and the voices are the same? I forgot. Holy shit. Hello, Lazy Pear. Welcome to the stream.
Her voice,
that's
gentle
incredible.
And warm, with an undercurrent of fatigue, rolls down the stairs.
You're home. Dinner's ready.
As much as I desperately want to know what happened last time, we are not going to examine it. The more we think, the worse this gets.
Wow. I wonder what happened to Smitten.
Why are you so on edge? This is much nicer than what we're used to. I'd like to have dinner. Dinner sounds nice. Gotta say, I'm with him on this one, boss. When have nice things ever been a problem? That is the problem. This isn't supposed to be nice, and she's supposed to be a prisoner. I need to stop talking. I need to stop talking. Just go upstairs, okay?
He's way better than me. Are you kidding me, Time Skipper?
This hall, like the one
What is
below,
that?
is grand and beautiful. Torches bathe the room in warm, comforting light, just enough to illuminate the tapestries along every wall, woven with scenes of chivalry and courtship and romance. The many cloth eyes are fixed on each other, gazes averted from the long table in the centre of the room, the princess seated at its far end. Your pristine blade glints in the weak torchlight, hanging from a golden chain
Oh, she has it.
around the princess's neck. So that's where it is. And the tip is already pointed right at her heart. Okay, everything is falling back into place. All you have to do is cross the room, push down a little, and the entire world is saved. That's easy. Yeah, that is easy, isn't it? So, where's the rush?
You're here. Now we can start being happy together. Why don't you sit down? Wouldn't that be nice?
As the words leave her mouth, the torches flare and a chair swings in from behind, knocking your legs out from under you. You're forcibly
What is
seated at
this?
the head of the table.
Isn't that better? It is better, right?
What is this place?
It's our happy ending, just like you asked for. It's everything we're supposed to have ever wanted.
Ooh, I don't like that phrase. What are we supposed to do now?
Oh, right, dinner. I totally forgotten about it.
Flames burn bright and a shadow dives across the table. In its wake, it leaves a feast.
Go ahead and dig in. I'm sure you're hungry.
Am I ever? And look at this spread. It's a feast fit for a king. Yeah, and after everything we've been through, we could use a break. More than that, we deserve a break.
Eat.
You begin to feast, and the princess follows suit, her soft smile never fading. The food is more exquisite than you ever could have imagined. You sample countless otherworldly dishes, sauces and bread and hearty stews whose tastes dance across your tongue.
Is that somehow the Smitten? Did Smitten somehow leave us?
You tear at hunks of meat practically melting from the bone, juicy and tender and bursting with flavors you could scarcely begin to describe. Your cup fills itself again and again with a flowery nectar so sweet it tastes like glimmering jewels. This really is perfect, isn't it? It is the best meal you've ever had. But then it's over, and you're just as hungry as when you began.
Wasn't that perfect? We should do it again.
The shadow washes across the table, clearing and replating. The feast is once again laid before you. The food is good. Again, you tear into golden crispy flesh, dab at the slurry of aromatic sauces on your plate with thick crusted bread, sip your goblet of sparkling gems. But you have done this already. A good meal is still a good meal, and we didn't even have to clear the dishes. I'm happy.
Oh.
And then it's over, and you're just as hungry as when you began.
Ooh, very metaphorical here. I love this.
You're still hungry too, right? I know this wasn't as good as it was last time, but we just have to do it again. That's all. It'll be perfect if we just do it again.
This is super interesting.
So the shadow sweeps over the table, clearing the old and laying out the new. And so you do it again. The meat is fine, the bread is fine.
It's getting worse
You
each
sample the side
time.
dishes and they're fine too. You finish your goblet, the liquid within no longer glimmering on your palate, instead leaving your mouth coated in a tacky film. You put it down and it fills again. You do not drink more. Well, food is food, isn't it? Can't always be amazing. What matters is that we don't have to make it. Getting other people to do the hard work always improves the taste. Does it? Because it seems like the taste is getting worse, and we haven't had to so much as lift a finger. Regardless of quality, it's over again, and you're just as hungry as when you began. Again.
No, something was wrong that time. But maybe I was just tasting it wrong. It looks just as good as it did the first time. It shouldn't taste like this.
Again, the shadow replaces your feast. And again you eat. The meat is greasy. The bread is tough, its crust hurting your jaw as you chew. The grey vegetables are barely worth the effort of picking through. You don't even touch the goblet, its sickly sweet aroma utterly unappealing. I'm so tired of eating. Well, it's still free food we didn't have to make, right? Oh, am I kidding? We were eating like kings and now we're eating like pigs. At least you still have the memory of how good it was the first time.
Oh, wow.
Right?
Oh, this is so cool. Oh my god.
I'm so tired of this.
As the words leave her mouth, one of the torches on the wall sputters and then goes out entirely.
What just happened? Did I do something wrong?
Not a fan of whatever just happened. I don't want to sit in the dark. Losers sit in the dark. I want to sit in a brightly lit, spacious room where we can see our beautiful, queenly wife. As if in response to the dousing of their brother, the other 3 torches blaze brighter, their flames licking at the walls. Their shadows deepen, dancing angrily across the stone.
I don't think you did anything wrong. I just think you said something you wanted to say.
But it was wrong. I took away a piece of our light. I'm not supposed to do
Oh,
that.
oh,
I don't want you to
oh.
be upset with me.
Oh! Smitten, are you gonna be a bad guy here? I can't believe you can kill her now. You said he. Who is he?
He's the voice that whispers sweet nothings in my ear. I think he made this place for us.
My god, Smitten is so powerful.
Is she talking about a real voice? Like us? But we're at the head of the table. We should be in charge. Is he more powerful than we are?
Hey, Shadow, don't you have anything to say?
The torches flare and the shadow grows for a moment, but you don't receive a response. Giving us the cold shoulder, I see. Asserting his dominance in the power structure. Regardless, it would seem that he, if there is a he, isn't something you can talk to.
He says his words are just for me. But he wants me to ask, isn't this enough? Isn't this what you wanted him to do? He says he's tired. I don't think he'll answer anything else you have to say.
Oh.
This isn't fair. If I could just talk to him for 2 seconds, I'm sure we could sort this out and figure out a balanced power structure
agree.
that works better for everyone. But no, he's decided he's above talking to little guys like us, huh?
I agree, opportunist. Well, we ate. What are we supposed to do now?
I don't know. Maybe we could play a game. Yeah, that's exactly what we should do.
The flames roar and the shadow comes dancing across the table. It leaves behind an intricate game. Its pieces elegant and beautiful and enticing. Its simple rules already apparent, even with little explanation.
We can probably work together to figure this out as we go. That sounds like a lot of fun, right?
Great, we don't even have a rule book. That means we can make up as many rules as we want. Oh, we will. Don't worry, I am excellent at cheating. She'll never suspect a thing.
This one is amazing, I'm gonna say. Wow, this one is kind of unforgettable.
I don't think it really matters. This all kind of feels like we're just filling time, you know? What, you don't want to win? To show our prowess in all avenues and accumulate respect? Wow, you would be hopeless without me. Count your lucky stars I'm here. You and the princess do indeed figure it out as you go. And what a game it is. The tension between turns, the triumphant highs of moves well placed, and the tragic lows of miscalculations and careless plays. The warmth of trust and the cool texture of deception. And then, the climax, as she places her final piece.
Oh, I think we got the rules wrong.
And so you start over. She only made us start over because we were winning. Time passes. You play the game. You win. Boom. And there you have it. What am I telling you? Am I great at games or am I great at games?
Win the game with the help of manipulative voice.
Oh, you won. I guess we can play again.
Time passes. You play the game. She wins.
Oh, I won. I guess we
Wow.
can play again.
This is like this route feels like it's representative of the whole game. Oh my god. I think this is the one I'm going to do last, actually.
There is a long
Oh,
pause.
wow.
And the board does not reset.
This isn't fun anymore, is it?
You don't need me to tell you that it isn't. Oh. The princess visibly panics as another torch sputters.
Oh,
Wait. Maybe this is just too easy. Maybe if we added more rules and pieces, it would be fun again.
Yeah. The game's just a little simple. We can make it fun again. The shadow descends on the board once again. More pieces are added, their shapes more intricate, their purposes less immediately clear, and the two of you set about discovering the complexities of the game anew.
oh, you can have not opportunist for this? Really? Who else could be here?
And so you do. And it is fun again. In fact, it's almost as fun as the first time you played, and the sputtering torch roars back to life. But then you get used to the additions, and the feeling starts to fade. A creeping numbness settling in over the board. More pieces are added. The feelings flare. The feelings fade. The princess suggests new rules. A glimmer of what could have been excitement flits through your mind, quickly vanishing as the game progresses. Your pieces advance in an ever-increasing slog to their destination.
The thorn is also representative. I agree. Legend. A lot of them are. You can also have paranoid. Interesting. I think I like opportunist here better than paranoid.
Winning and losing become nothing but ends. And even the end becomes nothing as you roll over into a new game, the board resetting as many times as you can finish. Till finally...
I'm out of ideas. I'm actually out of ideas this time. I don't think I can play anymore.
As the words leave the princess's mouth, another torch goes out. Again, the remaining flames burn brighter, and the shadow dances faster.
I'm happy. I promise. We're both so
God damn
so
it.
happy here. You don't have to be upset.
Smitten.
This is awful.
Holy shit.
Isn't it great that we're all having such a lovely time together? We just have to stay positive and realize how happy we are. Then all of those lights will stay on and keep showing us all the cool stuff we have. Yeah, sure.
Are you actually happy here?
The princess starts to hyperventilate, her quick breaths punctuating the uncomfortable silence between you.
Yes, Why wouldn't I be? Let's not talk about it.
She's being defensive. And we all know being defensive is a sign of weakness.
I think, Smitten is getting smaller here. We need the truth. You need to tell me how you really feel.
I don't feel anything.
The third torch sputters out. The princess's shadow dances furiously against the far wall.
There's just one left. What's going to happen when it goes out?
Don't worry about what's going to happen. If you could do anything in the world, what would it be? What would you choose?
I think I'd like to dance under the stars.
Oh my god!
That sounds lovely.
But there aren't any stars here. I'd have to leave.
As she says that, the shadow rushes forward and tightens its grip on her wrists.
I'm not happy here. I don't think I ever was.
The princess sobs,
Oh
burying
god.
her face in her hands as the final torch blows out.
I'm sorry. I feel like all this is my fault. I can't believe you can do this here.
She raises her head, mascara trailing down her cheeks.
Your fault. We were all just trying to make things work here. It just didn't happen that way. I don't think this is the sort of thing anybody needs to apologize for. Even if we both feel empty. Even if an important part of us is gone.
The princess's eyes dart to the floor.
Well, we can't sit here forever. That part of us is over.
The princess pushes herself from her chair, and you instinctively do the same, waiting by the top of the stairs as she quietly crosses the room.
Do you still care about me?
Of course I do. I don't think I'll ever stop.
Oh, I wasn't expecting you to say that. I still care about you, too, so maybe this wasn't all bad. But I don't think this place is for us anymore. I think we need to go.
Offer her your hand.
As the princess steps towards the stairs, you offer her your hand. The corners of her mouth curl to a demure smile, and she gently takes your hand in hers. She's cold, a little clammy, but her skin against yours is the most real thing you have ever felt. You're offering surprisingly little resistance. If we leave the cabin, doesn't that end the world? He's right, you know. You're giving us some real mixed signals, boss. Yes, well, I've seen my fairy tale ending, and I think there might be worse things.
Oh my god! Wow! Holy shit!
Well, this is less work for us, anyways.
Oh my god! no! Holy shit!
Think what you will. I'm done.
This is insane! Oh my god! Okay, this is 10 billion% going in the canon ending. Oh my god.
You and the princess don't exchange words as you descend the stairs to the cabin's entrance.
I am so glad I didn't get this first. Oh my god.
And then the two of you step out into the world. I think this is the end of me.
Oh my
Even if
god.
it's not the end
Wow.
of you. I hope this was worth it. Genuinely, I do. He's really gone, isn't he? No boss anymore, no one left to tell us what to do. I guess we'll have to be our own boss then. About time.
The stars are so beautiful.
A quiet moment passes over you. A comfortable quiet. Is it a long quiet?
I meant it when I said I wanted to dance.
Oh my god! She gently pulls you forward, and the two of you fall into a graceful step. The only rhythm that guides you is the shared thumping of your hearts beating in perfect unison. The music! Her face, worn and tired, brightens the faster you move. A soft, sad smile widening and widening until it reflects only genuine affection. You send her out in a wide spin and your arms stretched to their limits, only the tenuous grasp of your hands and hers holding you together. You share a gaze that feels like it lasts forever.
Thank you for taking me here. This is nice, even if it's a little cold outside.
You could ask him in the mirror about this. Oh my god. No! God damn it. But you do not get the chance to respond, nor will you ever. It's time to leave. Memory returns.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And is that a mirror? Why is it here? Why now?
Okay, oh, thank you, Doors, for the, description. This one is a songbird in a cage of gilded shadows. She'll make for an honest heart. Do not mourn her. She's finally learned to sing for herself.
But it feels so bad. If he thinks it's bad,
I'll see you on the other side. It's gonna be okay.
finally.
The composer said they would play it at at the dev's wedding. That's incredible. You are nothing at all. I guess it's time for the narrator.
I think you know what I am.
Hello, Pyro. Welcome to the stream. Well, thank you guys. I had an incredible experience doing this. Hell yeah, we're gonna go get the ending. No way in hell I'm just gonna stop here. I'm gonna go all the way to the end. So.
The narrator. Yes. I suppose that's my job, isn't it? You needed help after all. An objective voice to guide your blade. But you were never supposed to see me. I wonder how many worlds you've damned to extinction to fall this far.
How do I ask him about that? How do I ask him about that? The voice actor didn't know fully what the root was and recording it from Baldur. Oh my god. I can completely understand that. I didn't even have to do the voices for this and I'm just crying my head out. Seriously. You said I could ask the narrator about this. About this root. How do I do that? Has it been the same you all this time? Okay.
I haven't. This construct, you'll be awake soon. You're the long quiet.
Oh
the
my
god
god.
made to rid the world of death.
Here we go. One of my lives you doubted yourself. You thought that all of this was wrong.
Oh, did I? That means nothing in the grand scheme of things. This construct you're in contains every possible world at once. The fact that you managed to find one reality among trillions where I was usual proves nothing.
Oh, fuck off. I don't want to be a god. I want to be me.
You are you. And if you would let everything work the way it was supposed to, you never would have woken up to the reality of your true nature. There's no accounting for free will.
Let's go. An honest heart.
I can finally see you, and you can finally see me.
Hey, Andy.
It's been so long, and my heart has ached for this moment. I've missed you dearly.
I've missed you too. She unfurls an endless cascade of smiles in response, but then patiently waits for you to continue. Oh, thank you, apparition. I'm the long quiet, but I don't really know what that means.
Names are their attempts to capture that which cannot be captured. They call me the shifting mound, a pale imitation of what I actually am.
What happens now?
Ever the passive player, always reacting. When the echoes spun us from one into two, he gave you a choice and me a role to play. I am not death, but I contain it in my multitudes. So, will you attempt to destroy me and bring about a world devoid of death and the possibility of meaning? Or will you open the final doors to our liberation?
Don't you have a say in all this? Why is this falling all on me?
Of course I have a say in all of this. You and I share reflections of each other's burdens, just as you and I share reflections of each other's gifts. If we didn't, the winding path that brought us here wouldn't have been full of strife and conflict.
Let's talk this through. I still have so many questions and answers before I can make a choice.
My very nature is paradox, as is yours. You cannot use words to grasp at things that are beyond their reach, and you cannot rationalize that which defies logic. But violence and passion are dances that both of us know well. If this is what it takes to enlighten you, then so be it.
It's always the first princess you meet.
A picture of a life and a picture of a life. How deep must repetition still our movements, until even the air we breathe is stale? You doused the flames of false devotion, and in my despair, you lifted my chin, and the two of us danced beneath the stars. But the stars can't be seen unless the flames go out, and the walls come crashing down. Can you not do for all things what you did for us?
Wow, you can be so mean. I was so glad to dance with you.
And dance with me again, and you'll never have to stop. Fear is a chain around the neck and a needle in the eye.
The stranger, but what does the stranger look like at the end? What would the stranger look like at the very end?
It was fear that made our prison. And it was fear that told the lie that our spirits were not free to choose. But even bound, you saw a light, and you gave me the wisdom to speak my heart and shed my doubts. Without fear, suffering ceases to be. Without fear, death dissolves. Without fear, we are free to choose beauty. This construct is a machine of fear. It has no place in our divine hearts. Shatter it. Leave with me.
I was happy to leave with you.
And I hope you'll be happy to leave with me again.
Not until you see things from my perspective.
If you need more time to open your eyes, then I will give you all the time in the world.
You are devoured. Pray
for something bigger than you that stalks and slinks in shadows.
Now this one doesn't fit as thematically.
But we had a dance unfinished, and in the pitch black of the earth we found it, at the tips of claws and the edge of blades. The dance is its own truth. It is the movement that matters, not the pause you mistake for an ending.
Would you have us fight forever? I don't want to think of a world without you.
Then don't.
Boundless torrent of blades catch you from boundless angles. You are a body. You are gory ribbons. You are a body again. And you feel all of it. On and on it goes until your bodies are not your thoughts, are not you. Alive, dead, alive, dead, alive, dead, then alive and dead, and alive and dead, all at once.
You learn to put yourself away, and in your stillness you rose above me. You died countless steely deaths, and you lived countless short lives, and yet it is all so far behind you. I pushed you to a greatness you never would have reached without me. Oh, is it not? Perhaps you can enlighten me. You are weightless and alone, suspended in the gravity of an idea too great for you to hold. A tiny island caught between the death of the old and the birth of the new. You unchained your will and rose against a would-be god. And for a shining moment, made yourself my equal. And then, you surpassed me. Without me, there are no externalities to resist. And without you to resist me, there can be no externalities.
Always been about us. Too peely forced to hurt each other again and again and again. We don't have to hurt each other anymore.
You cling to an emotion of pain and suffering. There is beauty in ugliness, and love in conflict.
As the clash between you abates, you begin to shake, your will rapidly dissolving.
Nothing is immutable. Everything that is exists only in relation to everything it isn't. There is no constant. There is no center. Open your eyes and accept what we are. We can leave this prison together.
It's easy to believe in the things you believe in when you get to sit above it all.
It is from my vantage point that I can see the totality of truth.
I don't know what the answer is, but there has to be something else. You've done everything you can to make me understand your perspective, but you keep dismissing mine. If you can change me, then I must be able to change you.
What I offer you is not perspective. It is truth.
Whatever you're trying to do right now, you don't have to do it alone.
You have no idea how good it is to hear you.
It's good to be here. She's too many things all at once out here. If you want to get through to her, you need some way to get through all of that divine confidence. There's still a piece of me nestled close to where it all began. I can take you there. I can take you to her heart.
It's time to resume our dance.
I am not going to stab her in the cabin. I'm not going to do it.
She's relentless, isn't she? Let's make this quick. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Then let's go.
There's another option
Here
with
we
the
are.
knife? Okay.
I'd say we were back where it all started, but I guess it's a little after that, isn't it? Do you need me to describe things?
I'd like that for old time's sake.
Yeah, of course. The interior of the cabin is, well, it's a cabin, yeah? There isn't much here, just a table and a knife and a door. And some windows. There's no mirror, either. I think you broke it, and I know you're still trying to find some middle ground, but if things go south, we're going to need that blade.
Is it just you and me? Did anyone else make it to the cabin?
It's just us. I think the rest of them are still out there, jumbled up in the rest of her.
Is the narrator really gone?
Yeah, it's dead silent in here. Whatever it was that was left of him, I don't think it could handle you waking up to godhood. Pretty sure he got obliterated.
It's funny, after everything he put us through, I'm kind of sad to see him go.
Yeah, it's complicated. He put us through hell, but he's been part of us since the very beginning, hasn't he?
Alright, we'll save.
That's probably for the best. It's always seemed to give us more options than not.
Goddamn, the train outside is making the freaking door shake. Ah, God, there's like sound. Enter the basement.
The stairs. Do you remember the first time we were here? The first time we heard her voice?
Have you figured out what you want to do yet, or are you going to keep trying to find a center that doesn't exist?
It sounded just like that. A little sharp, a little menacing. Only she didn't know us.
Oh,
And
it's
down we
this
go.
princess.
We shouldn't keep her waiting.
And there you are, knife in hand. It really brings me back. Have you given up on talking? Have you finally decided to kill me? You'll have all of eternity to yourself after this. Why don't we chat a little before I go?
Sit with her. Okay, so it's basically one of the two here. It's either the one where you bring the blade or the one where you don't. I don't think I want to be a god.
Honestly, me neither.
Are you the same as you were out there?
No. I feel like I'm myself again.
I don't want to hurt anyone. There has to be a way out of this.
Well, I don't want to be at the end of that knife, so how about we figure something out? What if we tried doing this forever? I can do whatever you think I can, right? So make me put it all back. Make me fix the Echo's construct and make me wipe our memories of everything that's happened. Make me send us back to the beginning, before we woke up. Before either of us saw the truth.
Oh, wow.
Can she really do
A
that?
time loop.
Are you sure that's what you want?
We're gonna find ourselves back here. I don't want to forget you.
That's sweet. But unless you do, the whole world ends, right? Not like I care, but it seems important to you.
Will resetting it do anything to help them?
Fixing that is on you, not me. If you want me to help them, you'll have to make me help them.
We're gonna find ourselves back here eventually.
And if we do, nothing is stopping us from making the same choice. We could just keep doing this forever.
We're talking about this right now. How do we know we haven't done this before?
I don't think that's something we'll ever get to know. But odds are we've probably done it before.
How do you know things won't end worse? When I make my way back here, I'm different and I hurt you. What if I kill you? What if I let you bring about the end of everything?
Who cares? We've hurt each other plenty and I still like you.
Ah!
And if you're hesitating, then you must still like me, too.
We'd have to decide to do this every single time forever. Eventually something is going to be different. What if we change our minds?
Well, if we change our minds, we change our minds. What matters is that we'll always have a choice. This is just the one we're making now.
This isn't fair. I want to be here with you. I don't want to be alone again.
Neither do I. But we won't be alone for long. I'll be right here, waiting for you.
Is there any other way?
You brought that knife down here for a reason. Either you use it to kill me, or I use it to
Oh,
put things
I
back.
see. Then let's do it. I believe in us.
Okay, if this is your choice, then I have your back. I guess I'll see you on the other side. She takes the blade from our hand, a fondness in her gaze.
I'm gonna reload after this and do the other one. I love you.
Oh, I love you too.
You're on a
No blade it is. I'm not sure what we'll be able to do without it, but you're the stairs. Do you remember the...
Have you figured out what you want to do yet, or...
It sounded just... And down we go. We shouldn't keep her waiting.
Oh, wait. Wait, we had to progress a bit more? God damn it. There was more to it than that? Ah, fuck. Are you serious? Okay. I didn't know that.
We shouldn't...
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the...
Oh, and at the end of the... Oh, I see. I had to literally click one thing. Okay. So that is an interesting ending. You reset everything. All right, now let's do that.
No blade. And down we go. We shouldn't keep her waiting.
Maybe there's still room for us to chat before the final curtain call. What do you say?
It's so good to finally see you again.
Right back at you. In a way, it hasn't been much time at all, but it feels like it's been forever since I've seen you. Thanks for coming back.
I'm sorry for all the times I hurt you.
The first time we met, I literally beat you to death with my bare hands. You don't have to apologize to me.
So she has a different line for every chapter, too. Wow.
But still, I appreciate it. And I hope you can also forgive me.
You know, when she puts it like that...
I don't think I want to be a god.
Doesn't matter what we call ourselves. It's just another label, and I don't think labels have ever helped us. All they do is cram us into boxes where we don't fit. Just like this cabin.
Are you the same as you are out there?
I don't know. I'm a part of her, I think. But she's seen so much more than we have. Like she's seen everything, right? I don't think I could hold all of that without losing myself. I don't think you could either.
Which princess are you? You look like you did the first time we met. Is this the real you?
I'm the same princess that's been with you since the beginning. And I feel real. But I also feel like I'm a lot more than I was then. We've been through a lot together. I don't think there's anything more real than that.
So now that we're here at the end of everything, you finally tell me your name?
I never had one. And do not call me the shifting mound. It's too much. But I've always been a princess to you, right? So why don't we stick with that? And as for you, well, hero works for me.
Interesting. So this princess likes to call you hero.
But that's me. You know, I think I like that.
While the other one likes to call you quiet. None of this was ever really fair for either of us, was it?
No, it really wasn't. But just because it hasn't been fair doesn't mean that it hasn't been worth it. I'm really glad I got to know you.
What do you think of her? What she wanted us to be?
I don't think she's the sort of thing you can really disagree with. It doesn't matter if she's right or wrong because she exists. She's this big, unrelenting force, and there's no arguing with her. But I guess that was the question out there, wasn't it? And it was the question before you came down here, too. Should she get to exist? I'm glad you didn't bring that knife with you.
Same.
And like I said earlier, I don't really want to be her. I think I just want to be me.
Yeah, I'm happy not to be everything. Just being us is plenty.
What if we just leave?
Do you know where this cabin is? Because I don't. I don't even know what's supposed to be outside other than us. What would even happen if we leave? What would that even mean?
I don't know, but I've always wanted to leave with you. I just didn't like being a god. I want to walk through that cabin door as we are, just you and me.
I want that too.
I think I'm gonna stay right here. Whatever you're doing right now, wherever you're going, it feels like it's for just the two of you.
Are you gonna be okay alone?
Yeah, I'm not sure I'll be alone for too long anyways. The others are still around here somewhere. I'll find them.
Bye, hero. Quiet as you ascend, a comfortable silence filling a space that used to be flooded with violence and words and noisy thoughts. But there's an energy in the silence, an electricity, the anticipation of the unknown. At the top of the stairs, the princess stalls, eyes fixed on the cabin door. You feel her hand tremble in yours. She is unsure of herself for the first time in her long and short existence. She has no part to play anymore, and she knows this. Yet she still is. And then she crosses the room to the door outside, pulling you excitedly with her.
This is it. I have no idea what it's going to be like out there. Not that I'm scared or anything. It's exciting, really. Anything could happen. And if it's bad, then it won't be bad. Not with you.
I love you.
I love you too. But I'm trying not to be sappy about it. Don't make me get
Oh! Oh my god, we got the baka at the very end! No! Oh my god. Oh my god! I am gonna remember this game forever. Oh my god. Oh, y'all are the best. Oh, seriously. Oh my god. Thing is, I don't need to take screenshots because I have it on, I have it on YouTube here. Alright, you guys. That's it. We've seen all the princesses. Alright. Unforgettable. At least I think so. Thank you all so much for joining me for such a long ass stream. It's almost been 4 hours, but it is absolutely worth it. Seriously, I cannot wait to make that video of my canonical route. I'd like to keep I'd like to keep it up on the Discord. Keep the channel up on the Discord. So we can discuss it. Exactly how, in what order that'll go. You guys are the absolute best. Seriously, thank you so much for joining me with this. And, what'll be in the next week's slot will be, Dungeons of Hinterberg, Zelda-like. But seriously, this was fucking incredible. Thank you so much. And until next time, I will say, so long, farewell, auf Wiedersehen, good night. You're all the sweetest of hearts. See ya.